Good morning. This is Secret Discovery coming to you live with more Pokemon Heart Gold. Oh, we're back. We are back. Yeah, and it is wonderful. Hold on, let me open up the projector preview because I've been playing through OBS for this game actually. It's rather convenient, you know, having chat and the game on screen at the same time. And not to mention, I like having the big screen. The way the emulator works is that it has the top screen and the bottom screen same size, fit to your aspect ratio. So it's actually very, very small. So having it blown up on the overlay is actually really, really helpful. But since last time, I did a little bit of work behind the scenes. I pulled up all the sprites for the Pokemon that we might encounter, and I already have what's it called? Cerebi, the good Pokemon wiki, opened up so that we know what we can encounter. Now, last time we kind of started rushing at the end. I don't remember why. I might have needed to go to like the bathroom or something. But we rushed through. And there's some things I want to note, actually. So, last time we came over here, and we came out of Union Cave, and we really rushed through it. We got a Sand Slash in there. And I realized, only after stream, that if we had used a Repel in there, we might have gotten some more value out of it. Because on the bottom floor of Union Cave, which we admittedly won't be able to access for a long time, is a Lapras. So we won't be getting that. Additionally, this route here, the perpetually raining one, we can go in the grass here. In fact, we probably should. Oh, hello, welcome back in, Wiko. That's why I was calling you. Yeah. So this grass here, we should probably check it. Like, this is obviously a very small route. It's a corner with 2 trainers and a patch of grass you can walk past. But there's not terribly much in this grass that we would actually want. I actually have it pulled open right now. At daytime, the only things we don't have, well, there's 3 things you can get. Rattata, which we already have. Hoppip, which is completely useless to us. And Spearow, which, you know, that's fine, actually. And the main thing here, though, is the trees. You see, this game has trees in it. And the trees are very important, because unlike in the original Gold and Silver, every single tree can be headbutted in order to get a Pokemon to drop from it. Not every tree has a Pokemon in it. I'm doing really wonderful, actually. Really wonderful. Oh, hold on. Actually, Automod is doing a good job today. They actually caught a bot. Let me deal with that. Thank you, Automod. Oh, no, never mind. They got it. Yeah. Oh, that's so wonderful. They've actually been messing that up a lot recently, but it's nice to see that they're actually working. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, the trees. The trees. We can headbutt every single tree to try for a Pokemon. It's a bit weird. The way it works is actually based in here. If you look on our inventory, on our trainer ID. So on the bottom of the screen there, you can see I have an ID number, 07069. That number is actually the basis of random number generation for a lot of events in the game. In particular for the trees. So, with the exception of a handful of trees that have specific Pokemon in them that we'll find in the post-game, every tree will either have a Pokemon in it, or it will not have a Pokemon in it. That's determined by your trainer ID. And so if we hit a tree and a different Pokemon doesn't come out, it'll never have a Pokemon in it, no matter what. If we do hit it, it will. And tree Pokemon are available all over the place. I mean, you've been seeing these trees pretty much everywhere we've been on that's not in a cave. In fact, they're even in the cities. But even though these trees are everywhere, they have a shockingly small pool of Pokemon that we can get. In fact, if we started headbutting the trees right now, well, if we had headbutt, we could get, I can tell you exactly what's in it right now. A Spearow, which is also in the grass here, an Apom, which is a Sinnoh Pokemon, which is crazy because we're not supposed to be able to get Sinnoh Pokemon for a long time, or a Heracross. Now, I would really love a Heracross. The issue is that in order to get a Heracross while abiding by our Nuzlocke rules, we would need to find the other Pokemon that can get into the tree. So, I think on one of my Nuzlocks I did, one of my failed attempts way back when I first started trying them, I did actually skip this route and come back to it and headbutt stuff later. But you know what? I think we'll find more than enough tree. This game has a surprisingly large number of encounters, especially at the beginning. So we already have a Rattata, so we can run away from this one. We're doing duplicate claws. I don't think I wrote that in the rules, but we are. Alright, but goals for the day. I should note that before I start rambling. Our goals for the day are to beat, well, as the title says, oh, I can't escape. Is to beat Bugsy and then Team Rocket here in... Is this Azalea Town? I think it's Azalea Town. And then maybe get to Whitney? So here's the issue with Whitney. Aside from actually fighting her, she's all the way in Goldenrod City. That's a pretty long walk, right? But also, we have things to do in Goldenrod City first. I don't think Whitney's at her gym. Is she? We already have a Zubat, so we can skip this. Oh, it's nighttime. I didn't think it was nighttime. Oh, what's the nighttime pool of Pokemon? I don't actually know what it is. Hold on, it's fine. I still have it open. Oh, nighttime is only Rattata and Zubat. Okay, I can't catch anything here. There is literally nothing in the grass I could catch. Because this is not... When I say duplicate claws, I don't just mean that we can skip duplicates. I mean we are not allowed to have duplicates. It's with the amount of encounters we have in this game, I think that'd be a lot more interesting to do. Because if we did have... If we had no duplicate claws, I could very easily fill my inventory up with Magikarp and Zubats. And, you know, Magikarp and Zubat aren't exactly great, but as soon as I get to the point where I can evolve either one of them, that would be rather absurd. So yeah, I guess we can't catch anything here because we already have everything at nighttime. I guess I'll have to come back during daytime. Like I'll have to do like on my own time, or I'll have to edit the clock. One of the two. Yeah, we'll have to do a daytime stream for that. So let's heal up at the Pokemon Center because I did take a little bit of damage, and then we'll deal with Team Rocket. I don't remember how exactly to do that. And I see a fisherman standing there. I realized last time that we just walked past the entire dock section of the previous route. Which means we missed, I don't think, well, we might have missed. We might have missed the fishing rod. Because I don't actually remember where those are in this game. So I'm going to talk to this guy just in case he has it. No, he does not. He tells me the PC is Bill's. That's not very useful. So in order to fight Team Rocket, I think we had to go up here and talk to the old man who we saw get mugged, right? Yeah, Kurt the Pokeball maker. Yes, I would love to make Pokeballs for you. And you're telling me about Team Rocket. They disbanded. Yep. A nice summary of the previous game. Because this is a direct sequel to like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green, depending on what region of the world you live in. Which is interesting, because the Pokemon doesn't do that much. The only other time they've had a direct sequel was back in Pokemon Black and White, which I love dearly. If we were going to do another Pokemon game here, which we might eventually, I like Pokemon, it would probably be Black and White. But yeah, those ones have direct sequels. In fact, they're called Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. But at least for this, I mean, I guess it wasn't unusual because this was, I mean, this is the remake, but it was the second game in the series. Who do I want out here? Probably Bald, actually. Wait, no, because Bald's going to kill our encounter. We want Nom out, because... No, we want Mala. Okay, so this is the Slowpoke well. I'm getting distracted again. It's fine. That's what I do. Hello, Kurt. So here in the Slowpoke well, I think you can probably guess what Pokemon we catch. It's Slowpoke, of course. The only other thing that's in this cave, if we don't have a fishing rod, is the Zubat, which we already have. So we'll be getting this Slowpoke. And usually I do put Slowpoke on my team because I love Slowpoke. I love it so much. I know it's supposed to be like a hippo Pokemon. I don't see it at all. I just see it as a weird little water thing, water sloth. And I love it. I love it really so much. And it's really great in-game because, you know, usually picking the fire starter, getting a water type is great. Oh, yep. Thank you for that. You know, the what's it called? The sound alert on that. It's not getting me nearly as much recently. I suppose it helps that that particular sound alert triggers a lot because I think every single channel point redeem uses that same one. But, what was it saying? Oh, I was saying something. I'm doing this again where I'm saying what was it saying. Right, the point is I usually put Slowpoke on the team because having a water type is great. But we already have Totodile, so unfortunately our Slowpoke is going to be getting boxed. And he'll probably come out if Totodile dies, which is not great, but we can probably work that into the naming scheme, I think. The goal for the day? Beat Bugsy. That is the main goal. Just beat Bugsy. Which shouldn't be too bad. Oh, in fact, I say it's our main goal. Bugsy's going to die very, very quickly. Because we're already in town. As soon as, I think there's like 3 more rocket trainers in here. And then we can fight Bugsy. Usually this would take forever. There's no actual naming thing now. I still have not thought of one. We're just going to be naming them as we go. Since we're fighting rocket trainers, though, I should swap out Male for something else. Bulbo can zap them. That'll work. Oh, I keep saying things. Oh, never mind. We're going to encounter Slowpoke or Zubat? Which one? Zubat. Okay, we'll run away from this one. Running away from Pokemon actually is very beneficial to us at the moment. Usually, you don't want to run away from wild Pokemon, because if you do that, it increases your chances of encountering another wild Pokemon. But right now, since we're trying to get a Slowpoke, we're going to be doing that. But I am trying to think of what we are going to name our Slowpoke, because it's going to be replacing Totodile if he ever dies. Trying to think of something that's fitting. Also, I love the rocket uniforms. I know we only get to see them for a split second before they slide off screen, but the rocket uniforms in this game are so good. Actually, as the player, you get to wear one later on, because part of dealing with Team Rocket is infiltrating their base as one of their own, which is actually kind of a recurring thing in Pokemon. They do it in Gen 5 as well, which is the games immediately after this. But I do love it. It's quite adorable. And I suppose, since I'm not reading their dialogue out, I should catch you guys up a little bit on what's happening story-wise. Team Rocket's here. They're in the well, and they are taking Slowpoke and cutting their tails off to sell them as food. And they're charging like $1 million a piece or something, because apparently Slowpoke tails are really good tasting, oddly enough. Also, it was, notably, it was, what's the word? What's the word for whenever something gets changed retroactively in a story? Oh, there's a word for it. What is it? Okay, well, I don't remember what it was, but it was retroactively changed, the Slowpoke tails, to be, so that the tails grow back, actually, after being chopped off. So the actions of Team Rocket aren't as cruel. In fact, actually, if we look here, these two Slowpoke in the cave, we'll get a good look at them in a second. They actually had their tails chopped off already. That's why they look so weird compared to the other ones. Oh, it's bothering me now that I don't know that word. I feel like it came up recently in my conversations too. Retroactively changing something in media is called. I used tackle on accident. What's it called? Nope, the word's not coming to me. I know there's a word for it though. It'll probably come at me later, and then I'll just shout it out, and it'll be out of context, but it's fine. Oh, wonderful static. I suppose static doesn't matter too much here because it's about to die, and it also has quick attack. But I always appreciate when it triggers. It's nice. But Pokemon's really, really been on my mind recently. Retcon! That's it. Thank you. I was really bothered by that. Yeah, it was retcon so that Slowpoke tails grow back. Though I still don't know if it counts as a true retcon though, because it was never established that they don't grow back. I don't know. But anyways, Pokemon's really, really been on my brain recently. Like I've been constantly thinking about Pokemon, and I don't really. I kind of know why, because I've been playing Pokemon, but it kind of makes me just want to keep playing this over and over. But don't worry, we won't. We will get back to Terraria. I don't know if we'll stream tomorrow, because I have an appointment tomorrow, and I have an appointment the following day. So maybe not tomorrow, but definitely Thursday at least. Here, let's get a look at these Slowpoke. Yeah, if we turn to the side, you can see they have no tails right now. Oh, it has mail? I didn't remember that. You could look at the house with Grandpa and Slowpoke. Love Dad. Oh, this is the little girdle Slowpoke. I see. Oh, it's another encounter. Okay, we can actually get a Slowpoke now, right? No, it's another Zubat. Can you encounter Slowpokes before? Yeah, you can. You can. I was supposed to ask if you can encounter Slowpokes before Team Rocket's been chased off, but you definitely can. And I don't remember if we get teleported out of the cave or not after we beat this guy. We probably don't. This game usually isn't that kind when it comes to evacuating you from dungeons. That's why escape ropes exist. But just in case that old man runs in and pulls us out. I could swear I remember him coming out. Now that I'm... Okay, so I'm looking at my overlay here. And something that's really interesting to me is I'm remembering how the gym leaders work in this game. So we can see them on my right, on the right, upper right? Yeah, upper right of the screen. The first four are pretty standard. You just walk up to them and fight them, really. But after that, it gets a little bit weird, because this game does not have a completely defined order for the next three. The last one is always the last one, no matter what. But I'm pretty sure you can do the next 3 in whichever order you want, technically. Wait, no. Actually, I don't know if you can do Price, the ice one. But I know for a fact that Chuck and Jasmine? I think her name is Jasmine. I know that you can do those two in whatever. I accidentally talked to Proton. It's fine. But you can do those two in whatever order you want. You are heavily encouraged to do Chuck first and then Jasmine, because you actually pass through Jasmine City first, and she's not there. And then you had to go to Chuck City to get her back, and then you can go back and fight her. So obviously, the game wants you to go fight Chuck and then come back to Jasmine. But you could go get Jasmine, fight her, and then fight Chuck. It's really weird. For the purposes of our level cap, we will be proceeding in the order that they are presented on our screen in our badge case. Which means that we'll actually have a really small gap between Chuck and Jasmine. So we'll have to deal with the trainers between them beforehand. I know this isn't really an issue. Actually, hold on, what am I doing? I need to pay attention. This thing can probably explode, can it? Maybe. It did, thunder wave it. Wait, no, there's no way it can explode, right? I missed. Having my actually lowered actually really sucks. This is its only other Pokemon. Let's send Ball out, because Ball is the least likely to die if it explodes. I know Sturdy doesn't work in this generation. Like, it doesn't work the way we think it works, but Ball has by far the most defense. And I missed. I don't think this is going to explode. I think I was being overly cautious, but it's fine. You had to be really careful of these round Pokemon. I mean, not all round Pokemon, because some of them are friend-shaped. If you see a round Pokemon and is not explicitly friendly looking, odds are it can blow up. And that's not great ever. In fact, I can recall in this game in particular, there are a number of self-destruct wielding trainers. In fact, self-destruct isn't even the scariest thing in this game. It's actually explosion, which is just a more powerful version of self-destruct. It's very mean of them to include that, but I quite like that they include some mean moves like that. I think I mentioned not yesterday, last time we streamed this, that there's a move called Pursuit. It gets used a ton in Pokemon Platinum. And Pursuit isn't actually in the newer games, to my knowledge. Which is a shame, because it felt like it added so much. It really did. Because it's such an aggressive, mean move. But anyway, there's Team Rocket dealt with. We still need to catch our Slowpoke. Mareep! Bulbo! Oh, Bulbo's evolving! Oh, I love Bulbo when they evolve. Yes, go on. Go on, then. I know not everyone's a fan of the final evolution, but I like the whole line. They're wonderful. And now we have a wonderful Flaffy. Bulbo is taller now. Actually, they're probably the same height. They're standing on their hind legs. Do you learn a new move when you evolve? No, you don't. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're following us. They're so cute. I know, that they are all wonderful. I especially like Ampharose's Mega Evolution. That's nice as well. I've actually been thinking about it a lot recently because we caught them in the game. Oh, we need to update our oh, he is going to drag me out of the cave. I knew he was going to do that. Dang. Okay, we'll have to walk back and grab our Slowpoke then. Oh, because we really do need that. It is our... Oh, Fastball. Is Fastball useful for us? I can't think of any Pokemon off the top of our head that we're going to be catching anytime soon that are fast. Oh, but you know what? Oh, we got our Apricorn. Oh, I can give him an Apricorn. That's what he was asking. I don't remember what ball each Apricorn makes. Okay, so this is... I mentioned this last time. So these Apricorns that we pick up throughout the world, we can give him the Kurt, and he will spend 24 real hours making it into a singular special Pokeball. I know that this black one gives me the Heavy Ball, which is better at catching heavy Pokemon. But I don't remember what the other ones are, because I don't even know if they are the color of the Apricorn. I'm going to give you the pink one, because the only two things I can think of it making are the Dream Ball or the Love Ball. And I think both of those are decent. I mean, I don't even know if I'll remember to... I do not want his number now. I will remember manually. Say no to phone numbers. All of them. But yeah, we need to go to the Pokemon Center because we're dying of poison. And then we go catch our Slowpoke. And then we can do the gym. because there's not... actually, hold on. There, oh, no. So I just remembered the charcoal is in this town. So the charcoal is an item you can hold, and it boosts your fire type damage, but we don't have our fire type Pokemon, do we? No. I remember it's being really important to grab. Why? Oh, I think there's a rival battle in this town. I think when we try to leave the town and go to the forest, there's a rival battle. So we'll do the gym first. Yeah, yeah. I will say, it's so wonderful not having to grind. The progress we have made already in, what, maybe 3 hours? 3 hours? Yeah, around 3 hours of stream is something that would ordinarily take me probably 2 real-life days. Not in the sense that I need to play for 48 hours, but in the sense that it takes so long to get your Pokemon up to the proper level you need in these games. But yeah, let's grab our Slowpoke. Taking advantage of that duplicate clause as much as we can. And once we get into a battle, we can go ahead and swap Mareep out for Flaffy on our OBS overlay. Hey, there's our Slowpoke. Wonderful. You know, I still did not think of a move for you. Let's see. It's Pokemon 6. Yes, you swap for Flaffy. Wonderful. They've evolved. So we need to not kill it, which means we're just going to hit it with a Thunder Wave, because that will paralyze it, and then a Pokeball should do it. Oh, Slowpoke is paralyzed. Now, what do we name you? You know, actually, I realized one of the reasons I'm so fond of them is not just because they're in this game, it's also because they kind of got re-brought into my mind by the more recent Pokemon games. It was Sword and Shield, I think, added a new variation on Slowpoke, the Galarian one. It just has a little yellow spot on its forehead, not too much different. But then it when it evolves, it turns purple, and if it's Slowbro, it's instead of the Pokemon like, was it a Shelder? I think this bites its tail usually, but it bites its hand instead. It's like a gun. And then if it's a Slowking, I don't remember what happens to Slowking. I think he just gets a ginormous Shelder on his head, like truly ginormous. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Anyway, there's a Slowpoke from the Slowpoke Cave. I can write that into the list. I don't even need to write in the list. I know that. So what is his name? This one's a boy. And he's our emergency backup if Totodile ever dies. We could name them Mori. Mori would work. For those uninitiated, like who don't know, Mori means death in Latin. That does seem rather grim for Slowpoke. If we did die, well, if Totodile did die, and I needed a backup, would I make him Slowking or Slowbro? Maybe that'll factor in. I probably prefer Slowking for the psychic typing, right? Is there any reason why I wouldn't want psychic typing in this gen? Not really, unless I picked up another one somewhere. But I don't think there are a lot of psychic types in this gen. There probably would be a Slowking, so this would be a king. How many... let's see. Let's give him a really long name. Let's see if it fits, actually. Oh, it's gonna fit. Your name... oh, it's gonna fit perfectly, actually, if we just exclude the space. Your name shall be Prince Pink, because you shall probably become a Slowking if I ever have you on my team. But until then, you shall sit in the box. I put the K back. There we go. And Slowpoke Cave has been completed. We have no reason to ever return there, to my knowledge. Now it's time for the boss. Is it? No. We want to grab the charcoal anyways. Because we will eventually want a fire type, I think. Will we? Fire type is really good in this gen. I don't remember where the fire type comes from, so I'm just going to... not the fire type, the charcoal comes from. I'm just going to check with everyone. You're Farfetch'd. Oh, right, there's a Farfetch'd puzzle in the forest. Do we need to do the Farfetch'd puzzle first, maybe? We might. Okay, well, here's Bugsy. Don't go to the left. Okay, yeah, I think we need to do the Farfetch'd puzzle first to get the charcoal. That is perfectly fine, actually. So, let's go in here, and we can touch the gym. And gym has been touched, which means we can use rare candies. Wonderful. Now, for this gym, our level cap is... I believe it was 17, yes? Yeah, 17. So... we can get quite a few levels on our team here. We will probably go up to 16 because we would like to do the trainers in here. And they're going to give us a little bit of XP. But I don't think anyone's going to evolve off of this. Oh, sleep powder. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's really, really good. Especially because Ball's pretty fast as well, right? 18 speed? That's not bad at this point in the game, I don't think. Yeah, we'll get the teams up to Poison Powder. I don't know, do we want that? What do you have? You probably, we can forget Growth, actually. You're a physical attacker. Yes, forget Growth. Give us both options, just in case. Because Sleep Powder, as good as it is, it does not have perfect accuracy. There we go, balled up to level 16, wonderful. And we should put one of these into Bulbo as well, of course. And as always, this is the... I mean, it's not nearly as long as usual, which is wonderful. But it does take a while. Oh, I just realized, I never figured out trait evolutions. It's kind of a problem, because Ball... I completely forgot, but Ball is also a trait evolution. Not currently. They will... Oh, Magnitude at level 15, that's crazy. Uh-oh. Did it freeze? Oh, I hit the pause button. I forgot that I have one of those. But, yeah, when Ball evolves into Graveler, which is just a bigger ball with 4 arms, they become a... From that point on, they're a trait evolution. And I don't remember what level they evolve at. It's probably like around 30, if I had to guess. But we need to figure out how to trade, like how we're going to do trades by that time, if we can do them at all. And I think our lovely friend Nom, little Nommers, is actually going to evolve here as well. Because, like, if not here, by the time we exit the gym, probably. Because I think when you come here, usually your rival has an evolved starter, right? I think Scary Face is the one that drops speed, right? Yeah, drop speed. You know, I'd rather drop speed than defense by 2. I mean, like, I'd rather drop speed by 2 than defense. If I was dropping defense by 2, I'd definitely keep that. Anyway, Scary Face has been learned. One more level. Then we just gotta do Male, who probably won't be seeing too much action here. Will they? No, they won't, because I think Bulbo and Ball are gonna carry us really hard. Now, here's the thing, Bugsy is not a hard fight. At least not in their initial fight. Oh, Pursuit. Oh, there's the Pursuit I was mentioning earlier. Yeah, Bugsy's not a hard fight. This is, I would say, probably prime placement for a Bug Gym. I think the only other place that would be better, if there was one, would be the 3rd gym. Because bugs evolve very, very fast in Pokemon. That's their whole thing. They evolve fast and they require very little XP to level up. But then they don't get much stronger after they've gotten to their fully evolved form. So they fall off very quickly. So Bugsy's in a really good position as far as levels are concerned, but he decided to be just shy of the levels needed to evolve his Pokemon. So he has 2 Cocoons that can't really do anything to me. Oh, Hyper Fang. Oh, that's perfect. That's one of your best moves. And then he has a Scyther. The Scyther's going to be the issue, because unlike in the new games, he is not going to save that Scyther for last. He is going to use it as soon as he can, really. Or, yeah, as soon as he can. I don't know if he opens up with it, but he definitely will swap into it if he doesn't open up with it. So we'll have to be careful of that. We'll run in with Bulbo for now, because Scyther actually does scare me. It knows a move called Fury Cutter. And Fury Cutter's whole gimmick is that it does more damage. Oh, right. It's this puzzle. I need to go to the left side to start, which means this. If Fury Cutter's whole gimmick is that it does more damage the more times it gets used consecutively. This is a dead end. That's fine. And if he does manage to build up Fury Cutter, I would like to have Ball out, because Ball resists bug-type moves, and also just has really stupid high defense. This way. I noticed that I wanted to fight the trainers, but I know this one has quite a few required ones, so we won't go out of our way for all of them, I don't think. Man, I love the 3D in this game. It's so little, but it's there. And it's quite charming. Yeah, Bug Pokemon evolve young. And that's exactly what I was talking about, actually. Actually, I remember in the show, Ash catches a Caterpie, and I think it evolves not even 2 episodes later. And I think it stays in Metapod for a little bit longer, because like I mentioned, they had the whole episode where it's a Metapod versus Metapod, and that's the joke. But it evolves to Butterfree really quickly as well. And then, because Ash was still getting considerably stronger as time progressed back then, because he wasn't trapped in an eternal loop. Oh, no, my controller died. Hold on, I want to grab my charger. Wait, did I leave my charger here? Since last time? Oh, no, it's on the other side of the room. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab it. Okay, I'm back. I got the charger. What was I saying? Right. So Ash wasn't stuck in a cycle of endlessly losing league battles yet. So he's getting really strong really quick. And you can't really get much stronger when you have a Butterfree on your team. At least not for a while, because it outlived its usefulness pretty quick, just like in game. So they had a whole episode called Bye Bye Butterfree, which was about Ash losing his first Pokemon. And I don't mean losing as in like it died or anything. He willingly released it into the wild. As part of like its natural life cycle, because it migrates, and it was quite the memorable episode. In fact, you can tell it's memorable because I'm talking about it by name. I mean, that's the really emphasizes the whole point of bug Pokemon is the beginning of the game most of the time. I mentioned earlier that I would really like a Heracross that can drop from the trees, and a Heracross is a Pokemon that would absolutely be good in the long run, even though it is a bug type. It's actually a bug fighting type. And doesn't even evolve, actually. And Pokemon that don't evolve tend to be very strong. Or abysmally weak, one of the two. The Heracross is on the strong side. It actually has a counterpart, kind of, called Pinsir. I say counterpart, it's not really a counterpart, but it's considered a counterpart, because it's also a bug Pokemon that does not evolve. That's really strong. That's found in trees, usually. But I don't have necessarily the same feelings for Pinsir in the slightest. Bulbo hit level 17. We need to swap them off the lead. Because if they level up again, we'll take them off for the gym battle, and I don't want that. In fact, we should probably... I was about to say we should probably stop at the Pokemon Center first, but we really shouldn't, actually. We'll put Nom in the lead, because Baldy's actually weak here. Let me see, which way do we need to go? There's a double battle on the left. I love double battles, actually. They're really fun. But in order to progress here, we do need to fight them. I know that. So what is... right, the levers make the ropes go limp. So if we pull this... No, if we go across without pulling it, we'll do the double battle, which is what we need. Let's do that. Otherwise, we just go into the extra battle for no reason. Hey, there's Bugsy with the purple hair there. So it's going to be Nom and Molly's turn as we go into our very first double battle of the game. Or at least I think this is the first one. Have we? No, I don't think we've done them yet. He says it's time to beat the children, though. Is that a kind of thing in this game? There's a lot of children trainers, from what I remember. Like at the beginning, we encountered youngster Joey and the other youngster, and there's a ton more as we progress. Use Hyper Fang. Oh, and they are Mally is the fastest one here. Oh yeah, hooray here. They are just hanging out in the bug gym. You know, I don't actually know why they're hanging out here. They might actually work here, because I think Bugsy is also a child. So I guess he could justify employing children. But the lore, like in-universe setup of the Pokemon gyms, isn't exactly clear in these games. Like in these early games. Like in the newer games, the gyms are parts of big institutions. They have big events going on where people travel around. In these games, they kind of just exist, which is kind of weird. Not really. Here's the thing. So, like in the first games, they are. Oh, I did not mean to do that. In the first games, they are literally like gyms. Like you go there to train, and then if you do good, you get a badge saying you did good. And I guess they're kind of doing a similar thing here. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the remakes add so much to them. Because, like, I'll let you know right now, these puzzles were not in the Game Boy version of this game. Like, well, there were puzzles, but there were not things like that we just saw. Or if there were, I do not remember them in the slightest. Which, to be fair, I only played the Game Boy versions of this game, that being Pokemon Crystal, a single time. And I definitely did not finish it, because I don't even think it was mine. Well, I know it wasn't mine, because the remake was the first one I owned. Oh, we haven't hatched our egg yet, I realize. I hope we hatch it soon, that would be nice. Yeah, it's time to go beat a Bugsy. There's no more trainers in our way, assuming we do the puzzle correctly again. So it should be pretty easy. I think Ball should be able to solo the whole fight, which is actually something that happens a lot in the early gyms in these games. It's an intentional choice, mind you. I mentioned last time how how it was a really good choice for them to put a cave and also Mareep right outside the first gym, because those are both super effective against it. It helps if you pick the grass type and yada yada yada. But because I'm trying to like explain game design, but I'm also just not great at talking. How to say? Well, the point is, because these first gyms are meant to teach you about very basic mechanics, like type advantages in the previous one, you end up with the gyms like this, where you can solo them with a single Pokemon. Usually it's a little bit tougher than that, or not really. Okay, well, usually you gotta work a bit more for that, because you're spending literal hours grinding your entire team up to the proper level. Or at least you should be. Oh, he opens up with a Scyther. Oh, that's interesting. I did not remember that. Also, I forgot to level him up to 17 again, it's fine. I think it's probably gonna be a running theme with me forgetting to level him up to the last level. Is Scyther a flying type? I know it's bug. I just don't remember if it's bug or bug flying. And if it's flying, the magnitude won't work. I guess either way, rock throw is super effective against it. And if it is flying, it takes 4 times damage from rock throw. So it's just better to use this. Oh, that's why I remember him switching out. It knows U-turn. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, so U-turn swaps the Pokemon out with another one. So it's like a free hit. It doesn't do much for Bugsy here, though. I wonder, does Metapod know anything? Well, he has a super potion. Right. Oh, right, items. Oh, I think I went on rant last time about how much I hate Lance, because he's a filthy cheater who has a small army of full restores in his pocket. But yeah, all the gym leaders, from what I remember, they have healing items equivalent to the number of Pokemon they have. So he should have 2 more super potions, I think. And here's Scyther again. U-turn actually is his most threatening thing at the moment. Because if he U-turns again, I'll have to swap before Scyther comes back out, because it'll put me into one-shot range. Ideally, he would start trying to set up Fury Cutter, because Fury Cutter would not give him enough. He does not have enough time to set it up. Okay, he uses Focus Energy. We're good. Hopefully. I mean, if it one-shots, we're good. If it doesn't one-shot, we might be in danger. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so Focus Energy... Oh, what's the exact effect of it? I think it doubles your next... I think it doubles the crit chance of your moves from that point on. So it could have been very dangerous, but we're fine, it looks like. And yeah, just a Kakuna. We can deal with that. Yeah, he says bug Pokemon are tough, but he has Cocoons. I don't think I've ever done the Bugsy rematch, now that I think about it. So, I keep mentioning how much I hate the phone numbers. There is one group of trainers in this game that I would take the phone numbers from, and that is the gym leaders. Because you can get their phone numbers and rematch them. But I think you can only do that after you've beaten the Elite Four. Because I think they're all scaled for... Yeah, they are all scaled for post-Elite Four, I remember. Because the way it works, I think, is that you can battle one of the gym leaders per day, and the one you're fighting depends on what day of the week it is or something. I don't remember. It's dumb. Oh, but there's a fun fact about it, though. A fun fact about the rematches. So something you can always rematch in these games is the Elite Four. Hold on, let me see. What's our new thing we get? Yep, Hive badge, I know that. What about the other two things, though? We get a TM and a new level. Level cap of 30. That's fine. The level cap on traded Pokemon tends to be much, much higher than you need to be. Oh, and Cut. Oh, wonderful. Okay, we can now use Cut and Rock Smash outside of battle. We don't have Cut or Rock Smash yet, but we will eventually. I forgot to pull a lever. It's fine. We'll go back and pull it. That lever is a shortcut back at the beginning. Oh, I was saying something again, and I've forgotten it again. It's a terrible habit I have, isn't it? It really is. Okay, hold on. While we're progressing through here, let me go ahead and update our little screen. We got a new badge. I can go ahead and add Bugsy to this. Let me see your image. Bugsy. I probably should have set these up beforehand, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would have been the wise move, but alas, I am not known for being wise at all times, am I? His is the Hive badge. Yes, there it is. Very small in the corner here. Hive badge. Grow large, please. Thank you. And you can cover up his face. Wonderful, wonderful. And our overlay has been updated. 2 of 8 badges done. That is remarkably quick progress. Praise be to the rare candies for making this game not take an eternity. So now we have... Oh, I'll start with the egg. We haven't hatched our egg yet. Was I talking about the egg? We might have been. I know I was talking about the egg at some point. But yeah, the egg. We need to hatch that. So I think we need to hatch it now. Because, I mean, obviously we can level it instantly with rare candies. And we will be doing that. But, it's really, 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 really good. And I would like to have it. To note, by the way, a little preview on the next encounters we're getting. We're going to the Ilex Forest next. And I think we're getting jumped by our rival first. But we're going to Ilex Forest, and because it's nighttime, there are only 2 things in there, if we don't have Headbutt, that we can counter. And that is a Paras, the pre-evolution of Parasect. And it's rather rare. Or much more commonly is Oddish. I would much prefer to have an Oddish. And I'm wondering if we should keep Oddish, or if we should keep Bellsprout. So here, let's go over them real quick. So Oddish is a stone evolution. Well, it evolves to Gloom via level. And then we had to use a stone to evolve it after that. And the way we're handling stones in this, because we're not doing phone numbers, is that as soon as we get to the point in the game where we could either get the stone or where it would be reasonable for us to use it, in the case of the shiny stone, we will do that. So we would actually be able to get a Vileplume out of an Oddish pretty quickly. Because if we were using phone numbers, we would get the Leaf Stone once we get to the next city, which is, we're doing that today. We're making it there. So Vileplume's really nice. It's a grass poison type, but we're comparing it against our lovely Bald in here. Now Bald will also become a grass poison type eventually in the form of Victory Bell. I did not need to be in here. The issue is I don't know which one I want, because the thing is they aren't, one of them is not explicitly. Oh, the egg's hatching. Oh, wonderful. That's why I was running around. Oh, go on and hatch, my little friend. Oh, glorious, glorious. We now have a lovely little Togepi. And let me go ahead and update your sprite in the sprite sheet. And why are you not showing up in the sprite sheet? On my overlay, I mean. Oh, it's really tiny. The image is super tiny. That's fitting for a Togepi. Oh, the reason it's tiny because the egg was giant and I had to shrink it. Right. Remember that? The egg was like 10 times the size of my stream output. I don't know why that egg image is so big. Yes, we have a Togepi now. Did I just hit no? Oh my god, I hit no. I hit no on I know Professor Elm's calling me. Is there save states? Is there save states? Can I nickname my Togepi? Loads. Ah, I didn't make a save state. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Do we do all of that but again? Is there a way to name my... Hold on. Uh, yeah, I am panicking. Is there an action replay code for name changing? Let's see. Oh, wait. The name raider. The name raider. No, the PC unfortunately does not let you change the Pokemon name. But the name raider exists. Okay, when we get to the name raider in Goldenrod City, which is where we're going next, we will be able to change the name of our Togepi. In that case, from now on, it is the Nameless Baby. They will have a name eventually, but for now, they are the Nameless Baby, and we shall worry about that when the time comes. We had to talk to Professor Elm now because the egg hatched, and he's going to give us permission to keep the egg. Oh, he wants me to go back, actually, and show him the egg. That is a thing we could do, actually. In fact, the reason the game wants me to do that is so that we can level it up. Of course, we have the power of Frere Candies, and I know that we usually only use these in the gym, but this is literally a level 1 Togepi. So we're going to be leveling it up a little bit. Now, notably, this is not going to evolve it. Togepi's evolution is a bit of a weird one. So in order to evolve it the first time, you need to use Friendship, which accumulates by walking. There's a few other ways to accumulate, but walking is the main way. So we need to walk a ton. It also accumulates from levels, but the walking is going to be the main thing. And then to evolve it after that, you need a shiny stone, which typically is not available to the player until you have beaten all 8 of the base game gyms. Now, I'm fine with doing that. What I'm not fine with is the acquisition method for said stone. You see, there's 2 ways you can get the shiny stone in this game. One of which is if you beat all 16 gyms, you can use Rock Climb, the ability Rock, which is an HM we'll get later, as in the last HM that we will ever get. And you can get a shiny stone from the national park by climbing up a wall and grabbing it. In fact, there's quite a few things in the national park that you can climb up a wall to grab. So we obviously won't be taking that method though, because that will take us to the very end of the game when there's only 1 fight left. The other option is the National Park Bug Catching Contest. You see, every Tuesday, I think, the National Park has a bug catching contest where you can catch a bug and present it to the judge, and they will give you a reward based off of how good your bug is compared to the NPC's bugs. Now, because we're doing a Nuzlocke, we can't really do the bug catching contest. I mean, we can, but we can only try to catch a bug once. Like, we get 1 encounter and that's it. But I still want the rewards from the bug catching contest, namely the stone. But that stone only comes available as a reward after you've beaten the league. So we're going to be, once we've beaten the first 8 gyms plus league, giving ourselves a shiny stone for that. Needless to say though, Togepi will be with us for a very long time, because I would like to use them. Because usually Togepi is rather useless. It is hilariously bad, but it has two notable benefits. 3 notable benefits. I forgot about that one. You can see them all on screen right now, actually. One of them is Yawn, we're about to learn, which puts the opponent's Pokemon to sleep, and that is really, really good. Like, that's really good. The second one is Metronome. Metronome is a bit famous in Pokemon. It's a move that does a random move whenever you use it. It could do something as good as Judgment, which is, you know, like the signature move of the god of Pokemon, or it could self-destruct. It's a real mixed bag, that move. And hold on, while we're in here, I want to organize my Pokemon's moves a little bit. The other benefit, though, is something that's unique to our Togepi that we currently have, and that is extrasensory. A move that I did not pronounce correctly a single time when I was a child. But that is a move that our particular Togepi has that other Togepis do not, because it is what's called an egg move, which means you can only get it if you hatch with it. And luckily for us, our Togepi did in fact hatch with it, because this Togepi is guaranteed to have it, and that is so very useful to us. Immensely so. Because it is the only attacking move it is going to get for a very, 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 very long time. Let's see, do we want Rage? I don't think we do. No, we don't. We don't. Because we are not nearly tanky enough to use it, and we didn't change the moves on Togepi. We need to do that as well. Hi, Togepi. Yes, you. Extra Sensory goes in slot 1, because that is the button we're going to be hitting almost every match. And Metronome can go at the bottom, because we are going to try not to press that one. I don't want us to lose our little egg boy to blowing up. Let's save the game for the first time this stream. Something we probably should have done earlier. You know, maybe the moment we beat the gym. So we could evolve the issue of having a nameless baby. But we're doing it now. And that is what matters, isn't it? It is, it is. So, here we are. We have a choice. We can either head forward. Oh, hold on. I should see what my new level cap is first. That should be the first and foremost. New level cap is 19. Ooh, that is not great. What level are our Pokemon at right now? It's a mixed bag. And you know what? We can work with that. As long as we don't level them up too much. Let's go see Professor Elm, because I don't remember what item he gives me if I actually go back and show him the Togepi. I know it's not the XP share. Usually, the XP share is a super high priority item in these games because it allows you to alleviate your grinding by a significant amount. Now, it doesn't matter to us, of course, but I do remember in this game how to get it, and that's you have to get all the way to Gym... I know you had to at least beat Gym 4. Oh, I haven't beat this guy yet. But you either had to beat Gym 4 or Gym 6? It's one of those two when it happened, so it's rather late in the game. But you had to get the scale of the red Gyarados and trade it to Mr. Pokemon. Oh, it's a Pokemaniac. Wearing an outfit that is notably not a Pokemon. And he's a Slowpoke. Hello, little friend. Is he Psychic type yet? I think he's just Water. Either way, we're gonna use Bite. If he is Psychic type, this will be super effective. Oh, he is. Okay, that's good to know. I was wondering, because there's a similar Pokemon known as Psyduck. Well, I say it's not similar physically, but it fills a similar role in games. And Psyduck is not actually Psychic type until it evolves. A rather notable difference. I got a lot of XP off of that, didn't I? If I was playing without rare candies, I would be jumping for joy. We did fight this guy already. Yeah, encounters in caves. So many of them. Oh, it's a Sandshrew. You know, actually, we did get a Sandshrew yesterday. And I think if the trade evolution does not work out for Ball, like if we can't figure out how to do it, we will probably end up using our Sandshrew. Because I would like a ground-type Pokemon. And the only other one I can think of off the top of my head that we're going to be encountering anytime soon is Nidoran. And I would actually love Nidoran. If we can actually manage to get Nidoran, that would be amazing. But also, the routes from now on are going to be diversifying very significantly. Like, up until this point, even just at the start of stream, you might have noticed we have pretty much every Pokemon we can get in these routes. That will not be the case as soon as we get past Goldenrod. Once we get past there, I mean, every now and then we'll see like a Pidgey or something, but for the most part, it's going to be a lot of new stuff. I know, for instance, right after Goldenrod, on a route that you can actually go to before you do the gym, there was a chance to get an Abra, which is actually something that we really, really don't want. Because Abra is amazing. Don't get me wrong. And even if we can't figure out how to do trade evolutions, it would still be useful to have. The issue is that it's a gamble when you encounter Abra. They only know the move Teleport, and when a wild Pokemon uses Teleport, it leaves the battle, and that would count as us failing an encounter, which means we don't get anything at all. So we would hopefully not get one of those. And if we do, we have one chance to throw a ball, and that's it. Unless we can land sleep... Oh, unless we can land sleep powder. You know, I think the odds of us catching... I think the odds of us landing sleep powder are higher than the odds of us catching it if we throw a ball. So we'll probably do that, actually. Okay, maybe we do want an Abra on that route. I mean, I keep saying maybe we want Abra as though I can actually manipulate the odds there. I can't. You can on certain routes. But I'm not on that particular one, because like I think the other encounter's like drowsy. And I don't know anywhere else in the game where you can find a drowsy. I do recall though, this particular route, if we did want a psychic type, if we go north out of this cave and we know Rock Smash, I think we can get into the ruins of Alph and touch the grass there. And as we all know, touching grass in this game, very good for us, gives us new Pokemon. And I think the ruins of Alph only have Natu and Smeargle, which is a rather interesting pair to say the least. Now Smeargle would be the worst. It's not useful to us in the slightest, but Natu would be really nice, actually. You know, last time we took the grass, it's like the path over here. I think one of these guys will give me a fishing rod, right? I mean, it would make sense. I do have to worry about overleveling. I do. That's true. So we're gonna swap our Pokemon out to Ball here. I think, though, that all the guys on this pier just have a ton of Magikarp, so we should be fine. Like this one's a Goldeen. Now, he probably has a Goldeen because he's the last one on the pier. Because usually you're walking from top to bottom. But I think the rest just have the Magikarp. In fact, I remember it being a rather good place to level up my Mareep. Yep, lots of XP from that. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Fisherman Ralph. And, you can teach me how to fish well. If I give you my phone number. Okay. That's a problem. Do I need to give you my phone number to get the old rod? Let me see. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, old rod. I would like to know. Where exactly do I find this? Ah, no, I don't. I don't need to. I do not need your phone number. No, I do not want your phone number. Stranger danger. In fact, I passed up the fishing rod. It looks like, so we can actually run down here and grab it while we're here. It's inside the Pokemon Center apparently. I did not remember that. In fact, I don't. I think I already mentioned. I don't remember where any of the fishing rods are in this game. Yes, this man here. I would love to try fishing, please. I would love one of your rods. Thank you for the old rod. This is used almost exclusively to catch Magikarp, which we do not want. We famously do not want a Magikarp under any circumstances. But if we find a body of water that has something other than Magikarp in it, we will try. Now, I will note, the reason we do not want Magikarp is not because it's not good. In fact, Magikarp is extremely good. Well, Magikarp's not. Magikarp is extremely bad, but when it evolves to Gyarados, it is extremely good. But if we want a Gyarados, the best way to go about that would be to get the shiny Gyarados that is guaranteed to spawn later in the game. Because it's also guaranteed, I believe, to have like good stats and whatnot. So yeah, we don't want Magikarp. Don't even want to risk it. I do not have Cut. So I can't go that way. You know, oddly enough, I don't know where the HMs are. I have no clue. I know they're required, so the game will probably give them to me at some point. But for now, I'm sort of stumbling about blindly without them. Which is fine, I suppose. You know, maybe in the trainer school. There's probably a team in here, right? It's the trainer school. The trainer school should have useful stuff in it. Hello. No, I would not like to join a group. Unfortunately, the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection is dead. I mean, I'd love to if it still existed, but like I said, dead. Is there no items in the trainer school in this game? I guess there aren't, because I don't think the two on the bottom have items either. Huh. Usually there's something there. Well, I guess we keep walking back home. Oh, I can't wait to get Fly. Fly is the move that lets you fast travel in these games, by the way. I imagine most people know that, though. It's rather self-explanatory. And here we are, almost all the way back. Oh, I wish we had Cut. If we had Cut, actually, hold on. Do we have Cut? Like, do we pick it somewhere? I mashed through it. No, we do not. We have Roost, U-turn, and Flash. Admittedly, Roost and U-turn are very good moves to have. They just are not what we need at the moment. Hello, Bellsprout. You know, I suppose I could buy Repels. Repels would be nice. In fact, because we have so many rare candies, Repels would be really useful. Because Repels protect you from encountering Pokemon that are lower level than your team. So we should probably grab those. We should, but there isn't. From here on, there's no more grass in between us and the professor. And on our way there, we should stop by a shop, I believe, where we can grab some. Yeah, that we should. Yeah, here's a shop. Okay, and the shops should have inventories based on our gym badges, so it should have Repel. Let's see. I like to buy things. Hey, wonderful. They do have Repels. Not many, but yeah, enough. Yes, please. Thank you. And I need Pokeballs. I don't think I've bought any of those in a while. I have 7. That's good. Let's buy 10 more. But it'll also give me a Premier Ball. Thank you. And that's all I needed, because the second, I almost called him a merchant. I guess that's true. He is a merchant. But the second clerk is rather useless in these games. They just sell letters and stuff that you can give to your Pokemon, so that whenever you trade them away, you have like a little gift for your friends. It's an odd thing, and it's a clear sign of the times before censorship was both as possible and needed in games. In fact, this game has, I think, was it this game? It was this generation, I know, has Pokemon Ball seals in them, which is a mechanic that did not make a return. The way these worked is that you could apply stickers to your Pokeball. Oh, I had to put it in the first slot. Yeah, the stickers would show up whenever you throw the Pokemon out. Like sometimes when you throw a Pokeball out, it has a special effect if it's a type of special ball. Like when you throw out a net ball, there's a little net symbol that like is overlaid on your like a flash of light, and the Dusk Ball has a flash of dark instead. So you can have stickers that augment that. And they made the horrible mistake of giving the players letters as in characters. And you know, I think you can imagine what follows whenever you give the players the ability to show characters to each other with no moderation in a game. Oh, we got the Everstone. That is not useful, but thank you. But yeah, no, the steals did not make a return, unfortunately. They were fun, though. They were fun. You know, actually, I suppose the Everstone isn't completely useless. I mean, it is for our intents and purposes. Because we're doing Nuzlocke, so we really don't want that to happen. Like, we don't want a Pokemon to not evolve. Unless we had an Eviolite, I suppose, but we do not have one of those. Where's my Repels? Repels do not go in that slot. They go over here with the stones, I suppose. Here they are. And I like their... Can I register this to Y? No, I can't. Interesting. I suppose I can only register key items. What was I saying? Right, No, I wasn't saying that. I already finished talking about that. The Everstone, right. I did actually use an Everstone once in Pokemon X and Y. Iconic Gumi. As you can probably tell by its name, it is a rather adorable creature that I love dearly. And I did not want it to evolve, because I did not know what it evolved into, but I wanted to keep Gumi as is. So I gave it an Everstone, and I just kept it through the entire game as a little Gumi. Which was admittedly not a smart move, but I liked Gumi a lot, so that's what I did. Admittedly, I like its evolutions a lot. I do. Sliggoo and Goodra. Goodra's in particular I quite like. And Goodra's a pseudo legendary, so I really should not have done that. That would have been a very powerful addition to my team. I remember actually struggling quite a lot with Elite Four in X and Y, because my team was very, very poor. You know, because I had like a Gumi on it. But I certainly don't regret it. Gumi was magnificent. Though notably, I wouldn't have actually struggled to keep it unevolved, even if I did not have the Everstone, because Gumi requires rain in order to evolve, and it's like not rain as in battle, but rain on the overworld, and there's not that many places in X and Y where it is raining constantly. In fact, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is the place where you find Gumi. Does not change the fact that I love him. Gumi is amazing. You know, actually, Gumi kind of reminds me of Goobert in terms of, like, shape. Because Gumi is also a blob with a big mouth and cheeks. More repel, please. Thank you. I love using this stuff. So good. Can't wait to get max repels. That'll be nice. But for now, we need to go all the way back to where we were before. And we'll save the last repel for whenever we are in the cave, I think. Bum, 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 bum. You don't see him? Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I think I just see round friend-shaped things as very similar, I think. You know, I forget what color the shiny Gumi is. I don't think it's a interesting one. I think it's just a slight shift. Because there are a lot of shiny Pokemon that are like that. Like I mentioned earlier, the shiny Gyarados. Shiny Gyarados is a 100% custom made one. They made it red on purpose, so it would be cool. Oh, I didn't fight this guy apparently. But a lot of them, especially early on, are just they take the color slider and they move it to the left or right until they feel it's good. And some of them barely change at all, and some of them look not great. Like Espeon is a divisive one because shiny Espeon is what most people describe as puke green or radioactive green. Some people love it, some people hate it. But there's also shiny Pokemon like I'm trying to think what like shiny Bulbasaur. You can't tell the difference. You really can't. But in the newer games, there's a lot more that are like the red Gyarados, where they are custom made, so they actually look nice. Still have a few stinkers in there that are clearly just color shifted a little bit, but they have some more thought behind them on average now, which is nice. And get used to looking at this particular move animation because we are going to be seeing it a ton. Extrasensory. I think I made it clear earlier with how many times I said it's really, really, really good. But it's real good. We do not have access to a lot of Psychic type moves. And definitely not any as high-powered extrasensory. That is an especially high-powered one. I don't think you usually get it on Pokemon for a while. Do I have any more repels left, or was that my last? That was my last. Okay, that's fine. We're almost out. And then I take 2 steps, of course, and we probably get a Zubat, right? It's a Zubat, of course. And there's a sound. Oh, I love that sound. Yep. It's in my brain. It's in my brain. A little brain worm. I suppose it's more of a brain bat. It's been there forever in my mind. Can't unhear it. Anyway, here we are. We've made it back. And now, we don't actually need to stop in the Poke Center, because we only lost PP. So it's time to go see if we're about to get jumped by our rival or not. I think we are. Our rival's going to open up with their starter, which means it's going to be Chikorita or Bayleaf. One of the two. I assume it's going to be a Chikorita, because my Nom is level 17 and they are not evolved yet in the Croconaw. We don't really have an answer. We do not. No, we don't have a counter to grass types. Male, it's your time to shine, friend. I know I said you weren't going to be seeing combat that often, but this would be a great time if we are about to get jumped. Because you are rather fast, aren't you? Hey, there it is, yep. The second I heard that guitar. Hello, Silver. Yes, Team Rocket has in fact returned, and he is here to fight me. Okay, this one's much more dangerous than the gym battle. In fact, I'd say this is the real fight of this town. Oh, he's a Ghastly. What's the interaction between Dark and Ghost? I don't remember. Are they neutral against each other, or was one of them stronger? Well, it doesn't matter now, because he just locked me into battle. Bite is the only thing I can hit him with now. Oh, not Bite, Pursuit. I forgot, we forgot Bite. Oh, it's super effective. Oh, it's perfect. iPhones do have that tendency to disappear. More times than I can count, I have lost my phone in my sheets, though I think that's my fault, because I have many sheets. I sleep with like 5 blankets. Anyway, I think Molly might actually carry us through this entire fight because I think Chikorita is the only issue here. And we took Molly out specifically to deal with the Chikorita. Ugh, that damage from a Zubat. Molly, is your defense lower than I thought it was? It might be. Oh, it's thrice the size of your bed. That is nice. Okay, Molly, we had to swap you out. I'm sorry. You are confused and you're damaged. You are not going to be able to carry us like I thought you would. Let me see. What is your defense at, actually? Because you took a lot of damage from that. Your defense is 19. Okay. Oh, you are squishy. Yeah, you're really squishy, actually. Okay. I guess speed is your thing, isn't it? Well, Togepi is going to one-tap the Zubat, because Psychic is super effective against Poison. And I'm also a normal type, which means I don't take special, like, more damage from anything other than fighting, which they definitely don't have. And also, I don't have especially high attack, so even if I hit myself in confusion, it shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad? Well, I don't think it much matters what a blanket is designed for, as long as it, you know, keeps you warm. Ugh. Okay, we have to swap again. That Zubat flinched us twice in a row after confusing us. This is not going well, to say the least. Bulbo, you are up, my friend. We're running out of safe options we have. That does sound annoying, yes. It reminds me of my pillow situation, actually, because here's the thing, my bed does not have a headboard. I mean, it did, but I didn't install it because I didn't see the need in it. And my bed's not actually all the way up against the wall. Like the one side of it is, but the head's not. There's a gap there because there's an outlet there that I use. And a lot of the times I'll wake up and my pillows will have both fallen down there. Oh, he does have a Bayleaf. Oh, 18. Okay. Well, you know, at least we know we're about to get a Crocodile. That's nice. Thunder Wave at first. Yeah, it's... You know, I don't actually know what this does to me. It just uses Reflect. I mean, I know it's going to resist the lightning, but... What does Bayleaf do, exactly? I don't know. Because usually when he sends out the Crocodile, it's super terrifying. Because it has Bite... No, I think it has Crunch, actually. It has Bite or Crunch, one of the two. And it also has Water Gun. And is really, really menacing. Just because of the sheer damage it does. But this just set up Reflect on me. Which means I think it's going to do more damage if I use Growl, actually. Ah, Little Space of Doom. Similar to my pillows. That was a crit. I think it might actually be better if I use... Oh! That's a lot. Okay, we can survive one more. We can survive one more. I know I'm playing it risky because it could crit me. Oh, that did not deal a lot. And it uses Poison Powder. You know, I don't actually have a Blahage. I suppose it's just because we don't have an IKEA here. Like they just don't exist here. Bald, it is your turn. Go. Do stuff. You can't do much because this is immune to... Oh, don't worry. I am very well aware that is not the way it is pronounced. I am very aware of that. But the reason people pronounce it that way is because most people do not know how to pronounce the A with the circle on top. I personally don't know what it's called, but... Oh, God, this thing's annoying as hell. And it was Synthesis. Okay, what do I do? What do I do against this thing? Because I can't use Poison Powder or Sleep Powder on it, because even if it wasn't paralyzed already, it's immune to powder moves. And it knows Synthesis. And it hits like a truck. Oh my god, this rival battle is way worse than I thought it was. Oh, the J. Yeah. Well, people love pronouncing the J. Because they, at least in English they do. In particular, I think the only time I have ever seen someone who speaks English only get a J right, like in other languages, when it's not pronounced like the usual way, is in Spanish, because jalapenos are a rather common ingredient, and everyone realizes that, oh yeah, it would be very silly I pronounced the J at the beginning of that. You know, we might actually manage to beat this thing just by slowly chipping away at it. I mean, I say that, but it's just going to use synthesis again. And then we're going to be back to square one. Oh, please don't tell me he has a super potion. Please don't. Well, like I said, I'm aware that I am mispronouncing it. I just do it because I like mispronouncing it. And it's been freed from wrap. Oh, we're practically back to square one. This is the worst. I would rather fight Crocodile any day. I'd rather find out whatever he does with Quilava, which is probably cancer because Quilava gets smokescreen. Ah. Yeah, it's gonna PP stall me. I realize. It's gonna PP stall me. I'm gonna run out of Vine Whips. And it healed itself again. It has 2 more heals left. It has 2 more self heals left. We got this. Just keep on smacking it. Hey, we got a crit. Wonderful. And it used Reflect again. Reflect doesn't... Oh, Reflect does matter. Yeah. We're gonna be here for a while. Yeah, at least though the fear is gone. The fear is gone. Oh, we deal so little. Oh yeah, that's heal number 4. It only has 1 left. Only 1. Did it run out of Razor Leafs or something? Why is it not hitting me with those? Does it just not want to do it because it's not very effective? That might be the case. But here's the thing. I'm terrified at the moment this that Bellsprout runs out of PP. Or if once it starts hitting me. Oh, there's the last heal. Okay, we're good. We're good. But yeah, if we have to swap out, we're kind of screwed because everything else on the team that's at full health is very, very weak to grass. Man, I can't. I'm not. I'm shocked that the Bayleaf was this much problem. I was kind of expecting to run in here and be terrified that it was using Razor Leaf or something, because Razor Leafs have a really high crit chance. But no, it's just really, really tanky. I mean, if this was a double battle, I would be screwed. And it just keeps using Reflect, so my damage is not going to go up. Unfortunately, it is going to stay very tiny. And there's a Razor Leafs. Yep, I was expecting that. Yep, yep. And it freed itself from the wrap, of course. Wrap again. Honestly, I should probably just be spamming wrap at this point. I think it's going to do more damage than Vine Whip. Well, you know, I suppose this is one way to relieve the stress of a rival battle. This was, you know, this was going to be really, really, or I thought it would be really, really bad. It kind of is. I mean, we're really on Razor's edge at the moment, because if we do have to swap off of Bald here, we'll be in hot water. Hey, the reflector wore off. Wonderful. They're about to put it back up though, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, nice. We got a crit. Every crit matters. Every crit matters. Almost done though. Almost. I just keep on rapping. I must imagine this is a rather inhumane way to fight a Bayleaf, is to paralyze it and then just let your very underpowered Bellsprout strangle it to death slowly over the course of like 20 turns probably. Very inhumane. Almost done. They might die this turn from the wrap. And I had to swap now if it doesn't kill. Oh, we're good. Okay, that was the last turn I could stay in because the next Razor Leaf would have killed me. You know, it's so weird. He had a victory condition that was so clear. It was just spam Razor Leaf and he would have won. And he didn't. Alright, well he says I only won because his Pokemon are weak. I think that's kind of how that works, but also, he was definitely dumb. And there we go. I know I'm poisoned, that's why I'm going to the Pokemon Center. And just like that, we have cleared the 2 objectives we put in the title today. Now we have the 3rd one, which is Whitney. And we will at least be getting to her, I know that. The actual act of fighting her, however, that's going to be an interesting one. Okay. Let's check the PC, actually. Who do we have in here? Is there anything that we want to swap into before we go into the forest? I don't think there is. Yeah, let me look at the move Pokemon screen. You know, we actually have some interesting things in the box we could consider. So, on our team, we have... Well, I'm going to move some Pokemon around. Totodile's our lead. Totodile, the little Nommer, is staying here no matter what. Because he's our starter. Male is staying here because Male is going to be using her HMs. So we'll put them in the last slot because that's where they usually go. These other 3, though, we can organize them. We do want Bulbo. We do. Ball is going to be integral to the next gym because he's resistant to normal type moves. Which calls into our question our last 2. Now, notably, Togepi is not a fairy type in this game. They're a normal type because fairy type does not exist yet. And oh my god, look at that. The ability, Serene Grace. That is so lucky. Yeah, Togepi actually has 2 abilities. Hustle and Serene Grace. And Serene Grace is definitely the better of the 2. But with that being said, the only application Togepi has at the moment is that it has extra sensory, which is really good. But that's the only thing it's going to have for a long time. And we can't evolve it very quickly either, because we need to walk to level it up. We could walk off stream. I'm willing to do that. Because it takes like an actual hour of running back and forth in order to evolve this thing. What would we put in its place though? The only thing we have worth putting there is Ghastly, but Ghastly's not going to be good until we have, at the very least, gotten to the next gym. Because the next gym cap, not the next gym. The next gym is Whitney, which is 19. But after Whitney is Morty, which is cap of 25, and we could do something with Ghastly at that point, because we could actually turn into a Haunter. And we're going to be getting... the only thing we have to get until we get Headbutt is our encounter in the forests. You know what? Okay, well, we're going to keep the team as is for now. When we get to the forest, we might swap out Bellsprout, little bald here, for an Oddish. If we get an Oddish. If we get a Paris, we're definitely not swapping it out, because I much prefer Bellsprout to that. But then when we get to the route after Goldenrod, we will probably swap out... I've already forgotten. Togepi, the little nameless baby. They won't be nameless for long, though. We can change their name in Goldenrod. Let's save now we've beaten the rival battle. Well, we put a whole 4 hours into the game. Usually I would have already hit the double digit hours by now. That's so nice and wonderful. I love it. The good old Ilex Forest. I love this place. It's so nice. And the music too at night. I guess this music is just the dungeon music that's playing. And I don't think this is a trainer. I think this is the puzzle guy, right? Yeah, okay, so we have to do the Farfetch'd puzzle. So we just had to catch them by cornering them somehow, right? Right, and stepping on the wood makes them run. Yep, it notices based on the direction of the branches I step on. Which means from here, I can just walk all the way around and touch it in the back. And here's our encounter for Ilex Forest. What do we got? Oh, it's a Paras. Okay, where's the notepad? Ilex Forest is a Paras. Alright, well we still want to catch it though, which means we can't hit it too hard. In fact, nothing we have here can hit it. without killing it. So, Bulbo can paralyze it. That'll work. Man, that's unfortunate. I really wanted an Oddish. I love Oddish, the little guy. Hey, look at that. We didn't even know how to use Thunder Wave. It paralyzed itself. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, item last used. Pokeball standard. Go. You know, I wonder if we can buy netballs now. Netballs are actually my favorite Pokeball in the like design in the game. I don't know what it is about them. I think I just like the color. Oh, I do love him. I do, but I love Bellsprout more. Yes, it is doused with mushroom spores when it is born. As its body grows, mushrooms sprout from its back. One of the more morbid Pokemon, but certainly a lovely little one. And yes, I would like to nickname this one. I would not like to accidentally hit B. So what shall we name her? We got a little lady Paras. I do already have Bellsprout. Yes, that's true. That's what I'm saying. I much prefer Bellsprout, which is why we're not putting this on the team unless Bellsprout dies. But what do we name them? If it was a boy, we could have gone with a generic fun guy. But I don't think I've ever had a Lady Paras. Princess Toadstool would not fit, unfortunately. As funny as that would be. You know, that was always so weird to me. I remember Princess Toadstool and Princess Peach being interchangeable names. These days it's just Princess Peach. But it always confused me about why two different names were calling the same person. It turns out that was just a localization thing. The people doing the translation for Mario thought it'd be more fitting for the Mushroom Kingdom to have a Mushroom Princess. Bit of an odd thing, isn't it? Oh. You know what? I've been trying to think of mushroom names, but I suppose we could do a crab name. A crab name would work too. What's a crab name though is not already a Pokemon? Because there's actually quite a few crustaceans. No, not that. I mean, we could just go with Shroomy. It's a generic one, but it would work. I think we might go with Shroomy. Here we are. Let's type it out. And I didn't think of anything better while I was typing it, so there you go, Shroomy. Has been transferred to the box. Wonderful. And there's one Farfetch'd caught. And it's going to teleport me back to the beginning. Of course it is. One more missing. Let's go find him. Now notably, if we go back into the town once we get this other one, we will be able to get the charcoal if we need it. Oh, Oddish, I would have loved to have you. I'm so sorry, but we had to pass you up. Nom. And there it goes. Bye-bye, Oddish. I will see you later, I suppose. I wonder if there is another spot we can get Oddish. There probably is, especially because we're playing these games perpetually at nighttime. Oh, you know, we can get Headbutt while we're here in the forest. That is something we can do. We'll probably put Headbutt on... Who do we put it on? Male, probably? I mean, they're going to be our HM Pokemon. Okay, let's see. There is our guy. So where can we go that would actually allow us to sneak up on him? Just trying to look around. I think we just go around here, right? Yep. Sees me. Runs away. Then we're going to run down here and we're going to move it. Because we can't catch it while it's in this corner. Yep, and that's going to face it there, and we can't get it while it's in that corner either. So we're just going to keep on chasing it. And it should go all the way up. Perfect. Yeah, we can turn you this way. And now, look at that. Now we can just go around and grab it in the back. Perfect. You know, it's strange to think that as a child I struggled with these puzzles. When they really are so simple, aren't they? Oh, we've got another Paras. Huh. You know, the odds of that are not especially high, are they? No, I think it's like probably 20%, maybe 10%. I'm leaning more on 20. Anyway, there we go. We caught the other one. And it teleports us all the way back. Oh, he's gonna teach me cut! Right! Because there's a tree right behind it. Oh. Oh, that's actually really good. Cut's gonna give us access to a lot of shortcuts. Okay, thank you. Yes, you can now cut trees for charcoal. Yes, yes, that's giving us a hint that we can go back and grab that if we need to. But for now... Oh, right, because we could have done... That's why the gym gives us permission to use cuts, because we could have come and done that beforehand. Right. Wait, does that mean we could have found Rock Smash already? Oh, maybe. They do that sometimes. They do. Sometimes not all the HMs are required to beat the game. For now, we can get cut. Yes, I would love to put this on Male. There we go. Male wants to learn cut. Yes, you should delete a move and learn it. And goodbye, Tail Whip. We were never going to use you anyway. Okay, Male has officially been upgraded to super duper ultra important, because if they die, we will have to put cut on another Pokemon, and putting cut on a Pokemon is never a great thing. It's not a good move, especially on things that are not normal type. It's fine on Male, but we're never going to be using it in battle because we have Hyper Fang. I need to talk about this. This is the Ilex Forest Shrine. I mean, we saw it earlier on like the transition screen for this place. When I saw this place as a kid, I knew something was up with it. Right? I mean, look at this. It's obviously something is up with it. It has a tribute to the Forest Protector, and I was so convinced that you could do something with it. And by the way, you can, but the only two things you can do with it are both locked behind limited time mystery gifts. There are two events you can do here. Number one, if you received the shiny Pikachu mystery gift in a different Generation 4 game, I think Platinum, and you trade it to this game and you bring it here, you can get the spiky-eared Pikachu. Not Pikachu, Pichu. Yeah, spiky-eared Pichu. And the other thing, the one that I wanted really badly, is Celebi. If you had a mystery gift Celebi and you brought it here, you could time travel and do some really fun post-game stuff that, to this very day, I think should have been included in the base game. Because it involves actually resolving the storyline about Team Rocket, because it's not really resolved, actually, in the main game. In fact, in the main game, you can find hints that the time travel did canonically occur, but you can't actually do it unless you have that special Celebi. It's very, very upsetting. Anyways, I think our headbutt friend is going to be over here to the right somewhere. Hey, there they are. Now, I need to find out how to get to you, because I need to learn headbutt. Yeah, this is around the time in a normal playthrough where I would be flicking the volume meter up and down over and over in order to entertain myself after hearing the same battle track so many times. It's fine though. We will eventually kind of drown it out as white noise, I imagine. Or we'll get max repels, whichever comes first. Anyway, it's time to take a very long detour to go grab headbutt. So we need that really badly. Hello, Oddish. Bum. You know, so I haven't talked about the new Pokemon games a lot because it kind of makes me sad to think about them. Whenever Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, I bought it, and upon playing it, I had fun, and I really liked how easy it was to make a competitive team. But also, it was bothering me the whole time because the game is bad. Like it's really, really bad. And I could tell the whole time I was playing it that this is bad. And it's not just bad from like a critique standpoint. It is bad to play and everything. At the time, I still knew Spanish when the game came out. And I decided to practice, actually. But I wasn't talking to people much because, you know, COVID was around then. So whenever COVID happened, I realized I was starting to forget how to speak Spanish. So I decided to play Pokemon Sword in Spanish. And I couldn't bring myself to finish the game because actually taking the effort to comprehend the story, because, you know, the whole point of practicing, like playing in Spanish is to practice language. But no, I couldn't actually sit down and go through the story. because it's a really bad game. And I decided that I wasn't going to buy any more of the mainline Pokemon games until they got better. The issue, of course, is that Scarlet and Violet is also not a good game. Now, I got it. I did play Violet because I got it as a gift from someone. But it only reinforced my belief that I'm not going to buy the games. Because as much fun as I had with Violet, it was really, really bad. In fact, it wasn't just bad in the sense that it was nagging me. It was bad at the point that it was actively taking away from the gameplay experience. Yeah, it is not a very... yeah, not supported language. But, yeah, no. Violet was so bad. Like, one of my favorite things to do in the newer Pokemon games, as in from X and Y onwards, is character customization, because you actually have that option, as long as you're not playing a remake. And I wanted to do that in Scarlet and Violet, but it takes so obscenely long to load every single item in a shop that it just wasn't worth trying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I personally have not had an issue with that, but I have noticed it, certainly. Anyway, the Kimono Girl, again, I noted last time when she showed up to take her Togepi that all the ones that we're going to encounter are different ones. Now, here's another one. For now, they are our friend. Later on, they will kick our butts really, really badly. Yes, I can show you how to get out of the forest. I'm not lost. I do know how to get out. Oh, Totodile's going to go do it for us. And... oh, okay. Totodile, are you going to come back to me now? You are. And what was I saying? Right, the point is, I was really not enjoying Pokemon Violet. I mean, I was. I liked the game. I liked the characters, the music. Because here's the thing. Pokemon has... even the bad games, like Violet, have good points. The character design, the Pokemon design, the music, it's all so good. It's just that the game and the writing actually suck so bad on so many levels, and I could rant about it. I could make a whole video essay, or a regular essay, about how much I was upset by Pokemon Sword and Violet. Oh, so deeply upsetting. Anyway, but yeah, it makes me sad to talk about the new games, which is why I don't do it too much. Anyway, we're on a new route. Is this Route 34? Can I check my map? I wasn't looking at the screen. Here, let me see. Map. Yes, I'm on Route 34. Good. So what encounters were on Route 34? I don't actually remember. But we have it pulled up in. Oh, this is where we get the Abras. Right. So we have a... Did we ever catch a Spinarak? If we caught a Spinarak, headbutting might actually be useful here. No. List says we did not get a Spinarak, so we don't want to headbutt trees. If we did headbutt trees, we could get a Pineco or an Execute, but with the Spinarak's also in that pool, we don't want that. Okay, if we walk in the grass, there are 3 things we can encounter that we do not already have. We have a 50% chance of getting a Drowsy, which is good. You know, we like psychic types. 10% chance of getting an Abra, which is dangerous because it could teleport away. And a 5% chance of a Ditto, which is rather completely and utterly useless to us. Now, here's the thing. I want that Drowsy, not because I want to use it. I do not want to use the Drowsy in the slightest, actually. I want it because the route in the city after the route after the city is where Nidoran spawns. A Ditto would be cool, but it's unfortunately very, very bad. But yeah, Nidoran spawns, but also Ditto spawn. Not Ditto. The Ditto does spawn, but also Drowsy spawns. Hey, there's Drowsy. So the point is, we need to get rid of Drowsy from the Pokemon pool. It alerted it to Vine Whip. Oh no, whatever will I do? I will use Sleep Powder, and then I will catch you. Oh, there it goes. It's asleep. And now I think it will only take 1 Pokeball to catch it. I should write down on the list while we're doing this. Drowsy. From Route 34. Drowsy. Now, will we use Drowsy The answer is probably not, because we do have our lovely friend... Oh, hiccup. We have our lovely friend Slowpoke in the box, and Slowpoke is also Psychic type. But, you know, if we need to, Drowsy will work. So here's a question, though. What do we name Drowsy? I have no clue. Let's sit on this screen, actually, so while Drowsy's up front and center. While we think of a name. Here's the thing. The snout is obviously a very prominent feature. Melatonin. You know what? That is a good name. That's a good name. Yes, melatonin. I would not have thought of that. You know, I don't really have to use medicine to go to sleep much recently. Like, as in the past few years. Which I consider to be quite nice. Oh, look at that. Melatonin almost perfectly fits. Melatonin has joined the box. One day, they might come out. But probably not. But for now, let us proceed on our way. Out of the route slowly and surely. You don't make... Oh, yeah, that is rough. That is rough. Yeah, usually whenever I'm having issues sleeping, it's just because I used to have chronic migraines, and it was really, really bad. I'm much better these days, though, so don't need to use the medicine. Anyways, hello, trainer. You are about to get bald. Oh, the Pokemon Daycare is just up ahead. That is potentially useful. I guess that's why the Dittos spawn here so early in the game. But do we need the daycare for anything? I am not built for it. You know, I guess if we didn't go in the grass, we could technically have gotten a Pokemon from the daycare, but since we don't have another encounter on this route, the daycare is rather useless to us, I suppose. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. I mean, you can get experience off of it, but we have rare candies, so that also doesn't matter. Well, it's fine, it's fine. I think the daycare is the last time... Oh, you don't have the Jester outfit? Oh, yeah. They actually made the achievement easier to get. Originally, if you opened 3 Jester luggages, you would get the Jester outfit. Now, no, do not learn that. But now you only need to find 2. And I don't know the rules on them spawning, but on every run I did on the new update, 2 of them were in the Citadel. So I imagine that's probably like a hard rule for it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was not paying attention to the stat changes that the Snubble was doing to me. I just thought they were happening. I'm going to hope that this thing can't take advantage of it. You've avoided spoilers. Fair enough. I did as well. I just also grinded almost every achievement in the game the day of the update came out. I think I was only missing the one multiplayer one. You get to grind. Yeah, I grinded it day 1 to get the new Ascent done, and then after that, I played with friends to get the last night the achievement, which was the knife one. It was good fun. Oh yeah, no spoilers. I won't say anything. I mean, I might maybe spoil something just now, but it's fine. You probably just pretend you didn't hear it. But it's a really good update. I like it. It's fun. I have done everything in it now. I did read the patch notes from earlier today, I think, and they said they're like fixing bugs in the kiln while it's unavailable. So that's nice. That's nice. You got the knife the other day. I will note the knife was bugged whenever the update first came out. If you used it, you kept it. Like it was an infinite knife, and it's not supposed to be. They fixed it now. It's one-time use. Anyways, there we go. The trainers are so lovely and easy. I don't even have to mention them. We just kind of... No, no phone number. Be gone. Be gone. You will not have phone number. Yes, be gone. And here's the Pokemon Daycare. And so here's our friend Lyra again. And yeah, I certainly would have encouraged you to use it. It's a great fun item. But I think this is the last time we see Lyra for a long time. Oh, hi, Captain. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, our friend here, Lyra, she has a weird role in the story. So she's the grandkid of the daycare couple, and she's about to tell us how it works, kind of. And I don't remember her showing up a single time after this in the entire story. I mean, she probably does, at least once, but she has no major significance. Like, you don't even battle her. She doesn't have a starter. She just has her Meryl. It's so strange. And especially since, yeah, like, she just gave us her phone number. She will call us, mind you. But she's not going to do anything with it. She's just going to spam us like usual. Actually, you know, before stream started, I did look up how the phone numbers worked, because I was concerned that if we did get an oddish, I would need to get a phone number in order to get the stone. I forgot that we cheated the stone in. But it turns out I was right. This phone numbers do spam you. You have a 50% chance to get a phone call every 10 minutes from a random person you have in your phone book. And you also get calls from people who are, like, additional calls from like story related things. So you just get bombarded. And if you gave mom your phone number, not your phone number, if you gave mom your money to hold on to it so you can get the random items from her, she calls you even more frequently. So it's really, really absurd. Oh yeah, it is miserable. I remember the first time I played the game, I took every single phone number I could, because I had no idea what the benefit was, and it was not worth it, to say the least. I was getting calls from youngster Joey telling me about his amazing Rattata and how it is in the top 1% of Rattata for the entire game, despite the fact that he no longer had a Rattata. You get to because youngster Joey is one of the few trainers that you can rematch, and he evolves his Rattata into Eradicate, and he continues to call you about his top 1% Rattata, and it's the worst. Also, was there Ball just hit the level cap? That's okay. We gotta swap off of him. Yeah, we do not want XP on you. It's fine if you level up in the gym battle, but we do not want you to level up before then, because Ball is hopefully going to be the one carrying us through the battle. And we made it to Goldenrod! Oh, we're here, we can name the baby! Oh, first things first, yes, run all the way to the Name Raider. They're on the other side of the city. I remember this, yes, Name Raider. Please, will you give it a name to my small, nameless baby child? Yes, please. The nameless baby. Yes, please, give it a nicer name. Okay, it's time to pick a name for the baby. Okay, we can actually do it now. Since we accidentally hit B earlier. What do we name the small baby? I mean, we could just name them Baby, because they are, in fact, baby. They're like the original baby Pokemon. I don't even know. Were eggs in the first game? I don't remember, actually. I feel like they should be. They were in the original show. But then again, the original show foreshadowed a lot of things that came out in the second game. Yeah, they did that a lot. I mean, Ho-Oh was in episode 1. And Misty got a Togepi. And there was a whole Kangaskhan thing where Kangaskhan had an egg that had yet to hatch into a baby. There was a lot of things going on. That is a good name. You were great at coming up with good names. Though then again, I was kind of just ranting there, wasn't I? Yes, Omelette. Oddly enough, even though it does lose the eggshell when it evolves, the eggshell pattern does remain on its body. But this is a very fitting name. Omelette, the Togepi. Wonderful. And now here's the thing. So beforehand, every time we got to a city, we couldn't do the encounter because we didn't have a fishing rod and we didn't have headbutt. Now we have both of those now, but we aren't going to be doing either of those in this city. In fact, I don't think we even can headbutt. You see, this city has gift Pokemon. Gift Pokemon are a wonderful thing because it's a free Pokemon. Very simple as that. And there are 2 ways we can get gift Pokemon in the city. The first... Wait, is there 2? Hold on, actually, let's check Poke Earth. What does it say? Because I think... Yes, there are 2 ways we can get gift Pokemon. Number one is we can wait really, really, really far into the game, as in like halfway through the Johto, and we can get a Eevee from Bill. And I would really like that Eevee. The other option is we go in here, which is a place we need to go to anyways. To my least favorite room in the entire game. Oh. Oh yes, this joyful tune. This whimsy-filled, exciting, upbeat tune. I hate it. With a burning passion. Not because it's bad, mind you. It's good. The issue is this man here. This man here. You see, this is the game corner. And in the original Japanese game, this is where you find the slot machines. Now, the slot machines are fine. You see, there's an issue. Is that around the time this game was coming out, governments around the world were realizing that they don't want gambling in their children's games. They figured it was a bad idea. So they started getting restricted a lot. And the way it ended up being is that if a gambling is not sufficiently rigged in favor of the player, you aren't allowed to do it. Now, what I mean by rigged in favor of the player is like Fallout New Vegas, where you can literally rig it in your favor by having a luck stat, or in Pokemon Platinum, where if you put maximum coins into the slot machine, you are guaranteed to have, on average, profitable experiences. Like I remember in Pokemon Platinum, I just like taped down my A button and left it on the slot machine overnight, and I got so many coins because it's so heavily rigged in your favor. However, this slot machine was not. This slot machine was not rigged in your favor. And so, in the wondrous lands of North America and the European Union, we get Voltorb Flip. Which I will do one round of Voltorb Flip to explain why I hate it so much. Yes, I will play your coin game, because it is free. That is the one good thing about it. Thank you for the coin case. Yes, and I will go sit on the other side of the table and we will play a game. So this is Voltorb Flip. Oh, it's on the bottom screen. Okay, that's a bit weird. I don't have a button to swap the top and bottom screen, do I? No, I don't. That's fine. So if we just look at the small screen, because we're going to be here for a little bit. You see here what looks to be like Minesweeper. In fact, it pretty much is. You can see this says 7, which means there's 7 points in this row. And it has 1 Voltorb, which means there's 1 Voltorb in this row. And you know, it's a very basic logic puzzle where you just had to figure out where the Voltorbs are and don't click them. So hold on, let's do this level for real first, okay, shall we? We'll start by just clicking a random spot because we don't have any zeros. We received 1 coin, which means there is only 2 more points left in this row. So there's 2 1s. And no, you don't need to get the 1s. You only need to get the 2s and the 3s. So we do not need to touch this row anymore, unless we need to find out where the Voltorbs are. In this row, there's also 1 somewhere. So we're going to hit this because this has a very low likelihood of having 1, because this is also a 4 down here. And let's see, where else would it be a good chance? This would be a good chance. We got a 3. Wonderful. So there's 4 points left in this row, and 1 Voltorb, which means there's a 2 in this row, which means we actually do need to flip this row somewhere. And there is also a... okay, this row, we do not need to touch this one anymore because there's a Voltorb there and 3. Wait, no, we do. There's a 2 in there somewhere. Okay, my brain. It's been a long time since I did Voltorb Flip. I'm not great at it, to be honest. Let's just flip this for fun. Yeah, there we go. Because sometimes you do need to take a chance. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, about taking the chances. Just keep flipping them. Why not? Okay, because we're not trying to win. So, you might have noticed that with my struggling there was a way to math it out. But it wasn't very intuitive. Now, you see it says Voltorb Flip level 1. Well, every time you win, it goes up a level, which makes it harder. And if you look up online Voltorb Flip solution, you'll actually find a tool that will solve the board for you. But it doesn't work. In fact, it tells you outright, whenever you are flipping a panel, it is not a 100% chance of being correct. Sometimes it is, like if you get a row with a 0 in it. But a lot of the times it's a 50-50. Because that's what the boards come down to. It's not actually gambling. It is gambling. It is a game a game of luck pretending to be a game of skill, and I hate it with all my heart. And the thing that makes it bad is these 2 over here. You exchange your coins for fabulous prizes. Wow, look at that. Abra, Ekans, and Dratini. Isn't that wonderful? It is. It's a Dratini. It's amazing. It's wonderful. But even more important is this guy right here, who gives you these. Oh, the best moves in the game. Wow, all of them in one spot, and they only cost 10,000 coins each, which require you to grind Voltorb Flip for like an hour each, assuming you are winning as much as physically possible and not actually losing to the gambling. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so exceedingly bad. I hate it with all of my heart. And he even has good items here. I mean, they're not great, but they're good items. Oh, this is upsetting. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'm tempted to cheat the coins in. Because I'm not grinding Voltorb Flip off camera. I'm not. I've spent too much of my life grinding Voltorb Flip. I'm never doing it again. But at the same time, I want those moves. They're really good. So I think I've come to an agreement with myself. You see, this city is wonderful. There's many things in the city that are great. One of which is this big building right here, the Goldenrod department store. Every Pokemon game has a department store in it. And the department stores are ginormous multi-layered stores with, you don't tell me what's on each floor. Of course you don't. But it has many, many stores in it that do many different things. One of these floors is going to be TMs. And when we get to there, I'm going to make my point. No, nothing from you. Do you sell TMs? No, this is the medicine and Pokeball store. Oh, okay. Oh, welcome in, Mal. Welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. But hold on. I was ranting about Voltorb Flip a second ago. I'm about to keep ranting about it as soon as I find the floor of the store I'm looking for. Oh, you can hear my voice. I'm like struggling to keep my breath because Voltorb Flip makes me so upset. Oh, I'm so angry about it. No, that's not it. That's where you go if you're trying to make a competitive team. And we won't need to bother with that because the rare candies will be enough for our purposes. Ah, here it is. This right here. This is the TM store on floor 5. Now, this also sells good TMs. Oddly enough, it doesn't tell you the names of the TMs, but it does sell you good TMs. And if we look here on the second page, look, we have Fire Blast and Thunder and Blizzard. Those are all really powerful moves. Oh, Tornado on your peak. You know, they did try to make them more fair in the patch notes, I noticed. But, you know, they are still unfair. But what was the point? Yeah, look at these. These are really good moves. Like, so, over there in the Voltorb Flip shop, there was Flamethrower and Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. And here we have Fire Blast, Thunder, Blizzard. Now you'd think, oh, well, why would you do Voltorb Flip if the stronger versions of those moves are here? It's because the accuracy. The moves in the Voltorb Flip have less damage, but they have 100 accuracy. These ones have 80 accuracy. And 80 accuracy in Pokemon is abysmal. It's so bad. If you get hit with one Smoke Screen or Sand Attack, you aren't landing your attack. And even if you don't get hit with one of those moves, you're still not landing your attack anyway, because it's not rigged in your favor. It is in fact, it's rigged out of your favor, because everything has 5% less accuracy than it says it does due to a calculation glitch. Which means moves that have 100 accuracy, like Tackle, can actually miss. And it's even worse with these. So you need those moves. You need to go get them. Especially because the movesets in this game are abysmal. Like Typhlosion, the Fire Starter, his best fire move is Eruption. Now that's good. Eruption is a signature move. It's really powerful. And its whole gimmick is that it's really powerful, but it does less damage the more damage Typhlosion is. Which means unless you have like a Choice Scarf, it's only going to work for the first 2 turns maybe before it's trash. So you absolutely need Flamethrower as well. And you can't get it unless you play Voltorb Flip. And what about Ice moves? Well, guess what? It's the same thing. You need Ice Beam. You know what beats Dragon in this game? Ice and Dragon. You aren't getting a Dragon because the Dragon comes from Voltorb Flip. Oh, and the pseudo legendary for this region, it's in Mount Silver, which you can't go to until you beat the Dragon Gym, which means you need an Ice move, which means you need Voltorb Flip. So I'm torn. I'm torn on what to do. I'm torn. So here's the thing. I was thinking, maybe we just buy these TMs and then call them the other TMs, right? Like, so like I buy Blizzard, for instance, and I call it Ice Beam, and then I cheat in the coins I need for Ice Beam. And maybe that's fine. Maybe. I don't know. It exhausts me. It exhausts me. In fact, I'll let you know right now. Right now, I'm not looking at the game. I'm not. I am looking at the PokemonCoders.com to see if there's a way to help with Voltorb Flip, because I don't think there is. I don't even know if I don't think there's a way to give yourself coins from Voltorb Flip. I think you just had to deal with it. Yeah. There's no way. It upsets me, you know, so much. I keep saying it because it's really the worst. It's so. I hate Voltorb Flip. Do you? You don't know. You don't know. But I've spent so long playing Voltorb Flip. I remember I had a summer where I spent probably a month playing Pokemon, and so much of it, so much of it was spent playing Voltorb Flip. Okay, you know what? I have a code open. I'm not going to do it right now, but eventually I'm going to. I don't want that. No. Eventually I'm going to cheat in. Eventually I'm going to. Nothing will stop me. Because I'm not playing Voltorb Flip. I'm not even going to make it a channel point rename. Right? If I ever make a punishment wheel, because I talk about that a lot. If I fail to do things, I'll make a punishment wheel. And I never fail because I don't want to do it. Even then, I'm not going to put Voltorb Flip on it. It is the bane of my existence. And I just wanted to share with you all how deeply the hatred I have for Voltorb Flip runs. Let's get out of here. Let's go fight Whitney, shall we? Because Whitney is our ultimate goal for the day. Where even is she? Is she in her gym? She should be. Actually, hold on. We need to go to the Pokemon Center. We've been walking around. We haven't gone in there a single time. Oh, actually, before we go there, there's one thing I do want to show you guys. Something I really want to show you guys. It's in the city. You know, that actually makes me happy. And not Voltorb Flip. Thank you for my Pokemon Nurse Joy. I will be on my way. Yes. Now, there's a few things actually in the city. I think the bike shop is in here too, so we need to go there. But I'm over here. Right across this bridge is the glorious GTS building. Now, you may be wondering, what is the GTS building? Well, you see, this is the Global Trade Center, or the Global Trade system. Right. This is where you go to play super long range online. If someone's not sitting in the room next to you, that's where you go to trade with them. And I spent so much time in here. You know, it was a great time back then whenever everyone had a DS and the, online games were free. It was great. It was great. Also, on the related note, the way you would hack Pokemon into the game, by the way, is you actually come and stand in this building in particular. And then you would connect to the same Wi-Fi as like a computer or smart device with a hacking software, and then you could give yourself whatever Pokemon you wanted. I didn't really understand how Pokemon builds work at the time. Like I didn't know what an IV was. So I did eventually, after exhausting everything else in the game, hack in some Pokemon. But I just wanted to see what all the shinies looked like, really. So I ended up walking around like with a shiny Giratina behind my back. It was so much fun. Because I was so surprised to see that the legendary Pokemon are actually full-sized when they're following you. And they look so cool. But yeah, I had a lot of fun time in there. Let's go to the, let's go find the bike shop. Because I know it's over there in the bottom right. We need to go do that. Now, luckily for us, we do get a free bike. I think you always get a free bike. Actually, do you have to pay for it in any of the games? I don't remember. We get a free bike here, and we'll be using it a lot, hopefully. I don't actually remember. Yes, I would love to ride your bicycle and advertise for you. And I'm fine with the phone number, because I think you call me a grand total of 1 times after I have biked like 10,000 tiles or something. And now that we're out here, I actually need to equip that bike to my Y button, because you can bind buttons to the Y. Specifically key items, you can bind. Yes, register. Thank you. And now, if I hit Y, I have a lovely, lovely bike, and I moved into a house immediately, of course. The classic Pokemon experience with the bikes is not being able to control your movements because it's way too fast. Actually, in Gen 3, they actually give you 2 different options for bikes that you can use. Because one of them's really, really fast, and one of them's really, really easy to control. Anyway, why are you blocking the gym? Is she not actually here? Oh, the radio cards, right. I forgot that was a thing. You know, they did a similar thing in Pokemon Black and White. Where in order to get like your radio or whatever, there's like 3 clowns scattered throughout a city, and you had to go answer their questions. But yeah, we do the same thing here. We go over here, we answer some trivia, we get a radio card, Whitney goes to her gym. Is there 5 questions correctly? You got it. When you load into the Pokegear, you can listen to the radio anytime, anywhere. Oh, right, because we don't have radio yet. I didn't even realize we didn't have radio yet. That's the whole point of this. Right. Can you check the town map? Yes, you can. Nidorina can only be female. That is true. Kurt, the Pokeball creator, uses apricots. Yes, he does. Wait, no, he doesn't. No! Oh, he uses apricorns. Oh, fool I am. Oh, fool I am. Okay, try that again. That was a nasty one. I can't believe I'm failing the trivia made for children. You know, he uses apricorns. It is not impossible to use a TM on Magikarp. You can teach him stuff. Wait, what? It is? Oh, I guess in this game you can't use TMs on Magikarp. I did not know that. Magikarp is extra useless in this game, I suppose. I mean, he does learn Tackle, I think, by level. But I did not know that you could... I hit the wrong button. I was skipping the dialogue. I hit B. But yeah, I did not realize you could not use TMs. I guess I'm actually learning things from this quiz. Anyway, yes, Nidorina can only be female. Yes, yes. Kurt does not use apricots. No, that is a real-life fruit. It is impossible to use a TM on a Magikarp. And final question. Oh, I don't have the radio. How am I supposed to... Oh, right. I guess you can walk upstairs and ask, but I think it's Marie, yeah? No, it's not. Oh, this quiz show, I mean, I know I'm only upset because I'm coming off of the whole Voltorb flip rant, but this is getting me a little bit. And I know it's entirely Voltorb Flip's fault. Most of my anger is Voltorb Flip's fault. I don't get angry easily. That's actually a thing. I think I actually mentioned that last time as well. I think I was talking about getting over it. And how I just drop it at a disinterest. But, I wasn't looking. That's my fault. But yeah, no, I don't get angry very easily. But yeah, Voltorb Flip definitely gets me. Yes, I'd love to try your quiz. Yes, I can check the town map. I will say them out loud so that I don't skip the thing again. Nidorina can only be female. That is correct. Kurt does not use apricorns. That is wrong. It is impossible to use a Magikarp, a TM on a Magikarp. And he is not on with Marie. I do not know the name of his co-host, because I do not have the radio card. But I can know now if I wanted to listen to their show. Unfortunately, even though this is a radio card, the radio shows are dialogue only. I mean, there is music that plays while they're on, but the actual content of the show is dialogue only, and there's no voice acting in this game. You can actually sit there and read it, but there are some actual radios that you can listen to, I think. Anyway, it's time to go over here and fight Whitney. Now, Whitney is a real dangerous one. So everyone, most people, I mean, know about her Miltank. It's rather infamous. In fact, now we've touched the gym. Let's save and level up. And her Miltank is infamous for a reason. No Stomp, which is really, really strong on Miltank. has milk drink to help self-heal itself. And most dangerously, it has rollout, which gets more powerful the more turns pass. And with how bulky Miltank is, odds are those turns are going to pass without it dying. So you really have to kill it quick. But also, she has 2 other Pokemon. I don't know exactly what they are, but they are also very, very dangerous. Because normal types hit like, oh, Nom is evolving! I forgot this was going to happen. Oh, good job, Nom. Become a Croconaw. Thank you. But yeah, normal types hit like a truck. Because normal type moves don't usually have special effects, which means they have high base power. And same type attack bonus on normal type moves makes them go stupid. Wrong. Yes, Croconaw is here now. You know, I don't think Whitney will be as bad as usual, though. I keep comparing our run to my usual playthroughs where I use Cyndaquil. And Cyndaquil, notably, is weak to rock. Very, very weak to rock. And Rollout is a rock move, which is why... Well, one of the reasons why I struggle with Miltank so much. I mean, everyone struggles with her for different reasons. Because it really is just a really hard hitter all around. But, I'm wondering if it'll be easier this time around. We do not want Sunspore. No. We already have Bulbo for that. Yes, stop trying to teach. You know, I wonder when Bellsprout evolves. I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever kept Bellsprout on my team long enough in a run for them to evolve. I don't know what I usually replace them. Oh, I replaced them with Oddish. Right, that's it. But we didn't get an Oddish this time around, did we? No, we didn't. You know what would be really useful if we knew Rock Smash. Rock Smash is a really terrible move, but it is a fighting move. So it would be decent here to put on Melee. It would. Anyways, we have... I don't know how many of the fights in here are required. I don't think any of them are, actually. I think we can just walk all the way around. Right? Almost. Almost all the way around. There is 2 required fights, it looks like. So, let me see. In order to avoid the dastardly level cap, let's send Melee out first, because Melee is rather quick. And I know it's not a wise move to be putting my HM Pokemon out first, but we'll try it anyways, shall we? I'm sure things won't go wrong. Hello, last carry. Oh, it's so weird seeing Snubbull as a normal type after all this time. Oh, it has Intimidate. That's rough. Yeah, I'm so used to them being a fairy type in the new games. I missed, of course. And then it dropped my speed. And now it goes first, of course. Oh, it hurts so bad. And I flinch? Okay. Well, I hope it doesn't know Pursuit, because if we don't kill this as one attack, we're going to swap. Oh, we have to swap. Of course we do. Coming out, Bald. It's your time to shine with those Vine Whips. Oh! Okay, never mind, we're swapping again. Oh, every time we get to the gym, that's when the crits start coming out, isn't it? That really is the case. And it's so dangerous every time. Hello, Bulbo. You won't die. And you're fighting a hit with Scareface because you're already slow. Yes, you are a famously slow Pokemon. Thundershock it. Now, I will say Scareface in this one instance is actually really, really good for the Snubbull. Because it means it gets to go first, which means it gets to use Bite and have the chance to flinch, because you can't flinch if it's on the second turn. But we're good, we're good. And the experience gets split 3 ways, so no one's leveling up, it's fine. I guess we'll have to stop at the Pokemon Center after dealing with these 2, because they deal a lot more than I thought I would, or I thought they would. You know what? Nom, you can open up this next one. There we go. Now, I do not doubt that your Pokemon are both strong and cute. You have 3 of them. Is it gonna be 3 Jigglypuff? That might be upsetting. Oh, I can hit them. I realize because they're not fairy type. I can hit them with bite if I needed to. I'm gonna use water gun because it's stronger right now. But wait, is water gun stronger now? I don't actually know what my special attack is like. Here's the thing: Feraligatr is a physical attacker. But no, I mean, it just used defense curl, so water gun is definitely better now. But what is her stats at? Okay, well your attack, no, your attack is higher. It is higher, but it did just use defense curl once again. So water gun away. What physical water move do we get on Feraligatr? I just realized. Are we just gonna put waterfall on it? We might. So I don't think liquidation doesn't exist in this game, and I don't think it can learn Aqua Tail. I don't think Aqua Tail's in this game either, because I think Gyarados usually learns waterfall in this game, which means waterfall is probably the best physical water move in this game. I mean, that's so weird to think about, because that was the case for so many games, wasn't it? That waterfall was the best physical water. Yeah, because even today, it's only beat by liquidation and Aqua Tail. Even then, Aqua Tail doesn't have perfect accuracy. That's just an interesting thing to think about, isn't it? It is. Anyway, Pokemon Center. We are severely damaged. We must return. Going the long way around the gym to avoid all the extra trainers. There we are. Oh, you know, I just realized we are like perfectly paced today. You know, I thought it would take a lot longer for us to get to Whitney. I mean, I think that the title is self-evident of that. Because I remember there being a much longer route between Bugsy and Goldenrod City. But I guess I just remembered Ilex Forest being a lot bigger because I spent so much time there trying to figure out how to get Celebi. That's probably it. And no, we're like perfectly paced. As soon as we beat Whitney, we can probably end off for the day. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized on our overlay, we need to evolve. We need to evolve our little friend. Here you go. Totodile. You are now a Croconaw. Oh, and I need to move you a little bit onto your platform. There you go. Nice and big. And I'll probably tweak Flaffy to be a bit bigger when we're done as well. You know, actually, recently Feraligatr, the final evolution of Totodile, got a Mega Evolution in one of the newer games. ZA. I didn't play that one, because like I mentioned, I don't want to buy the new games. But I'm conflicted on its design, because I like the idea of it. It's really, really good. The whole gimmick of it is that it has a really big mouth. With its arms, like it makes a big mouth. So its arms form the lower jaw when it puts them together. And then a big upper jaw comes up over its back, which is really cool, and I like it. The issue is that whenever it's not in its giant jaw mode, the giant top half of the jaw just sort of hangs on its back in a really weird way, and I don't like that. I think it looks really silly in a bad way, because they can be silly good, even Mega Evolutions. Feraligatr is supposed to be cool, not silly, and the thing that bothers me is there's so many ways they could have fixed that. Because he gains a dragon typing, I think. So they could have made it like ethereal. They could have made it fall all the way back like a hoodie. There's just so many ways that they could have avoided that silly stance. And they didn't take it, which is a shame. But then again, I think it's just like that because of they just aren't not great at having idle poses for the 3D models. Like, they're famously, the 3D models have really bad idle poses. Or at the very least, very boring ones. They have been the same ever since they first were made in X and Y, which is a shame because, you know, the sprites are so dynamic. I say as Whitney is literally jumping on my screen. Anyway, it's time to fight her. Bite probably has more damage. You know, I probably should have checked this beforehand. I probably should have just ran the calculation. How much? Let's see, base power 40. Yeah, okay. Actually, Bite does more damage right now. Bite does considerably more. And we're probably faster, so we get the flinch as well. God, it is so tanky. All of them are so tanky. It's fine, though, because it doesn't hurt a lot. The Miltank is the one that hurts a lot. Oh my god, it has charm. Okay, I didn't realize that. Please hit, please hit. Don't fall for the charm. Thank you. I didn't live on 1. Is she going to use a super potion now? This would be the time for her to use it. I'm charmed and she's on 1 HP. Yep, there's a super potion. We were expecting that though. We might have swap over to a different Pokemon. Yeah, we're immobilized. Okay, fine. We'll swap. My entire team is male. And that is a problem. That is not an issue I thought I would be encountering. Okay. Do we just send out Omelette and Extrasensory? We might. We might send out Bulbo for this chance of paralysis. Actually, yeah. Whitney's entire team is female, and I know at least 2 of them know Charm, because I don't think the Miltank does. The Miltank might know Charm, actually. I wouldn't doubt it. The reason it's a problem is because Whitney's Pokemon know not Charm. What is it? Charm? I think it's Charm. But the point is, they know the move that makes your Pokemon fall in love with them, but only if the Pokemon is of the opposite gender. All of Whitney's Pokemon are female. All of my Pokemon are male, which means all of my Pokemon are vulnerable to being charmed. And charmed is a really, really terrible status effect that makes it to where you just have a chance of not doing anything against the opponent. Sort of like paralysis, but it has a much higher chance of proccing than paralysis does. At least from what I remember. Now, luckily, she does not have full restores, so if I use actual paralysis against her, she can't do anything about it. Because the way you solve infatuation is you either get really lucky and you just, you know, shake it off, or you swap out. So we swapped out to Bulbo. And it learns Thundershock. That's not going to do anything. It is pretty terrible, yeah. Usually I don't have this issue, because I usually have a rather even mix of males and female Pokemon. Because for most Pokemon, it is a 50-50 split. Like one of the exceptions is the starters. The starters have like an 80% chance of being male, because it's supposed to explain why they're also rare in the wild. But yeah, no, this is a bit of an issue. Now I'm grade level 19. That's nice. Oh, she only had 2. I thought she had 3. Oh, she only has 2. We're going to risk Bulbo's life here. Miltank does not have Pursuit. It does have Stomp. Stomp might kill me, but we're going to use the Thunder Wave, because if we can get Thunder Wave off, we are golden. Oh, we lived. Thank God. There we go. And it had a Lumberry. It had a Lumberry. Okay, Bald, it is your turn. Actually, no, hold on. Let's check the defense values. 23 on Bulbo. 18 on Bald. Bald will probably get 2-tapped by Stomp. No, it will get 2-tapped by Stomp. Which means if I swap in, he will die, because I will swap in, he will get stomped, and then I will have to swap out immediately. So Bald cannot do anything. They are useless. So our only 2 real options we can swap to, I think, are Ball and Omelette. Oh yeah, Omelette has good defense. And Extrasensory has a chance to flinch. Plus Serene Grace. Honestly, Omelette might be the play. If we get crit, we're kind of screwed. But I think Omelette's the play here, because we can use Charm to lower their attack. It's not the actual Charm, I don't remember. Oh! It's rolling out already. Yuzion. Put to sleep. Put to sleep. Oh my god, it's getting so big. It gets so big so quickly. That's only turn 2 of rollout. Okay, we only need to survive 1 more turn. I'm not gonna swap the ball. Swap the ball. Because Miltank's gonna fall asleep next turn. And doesn't have his Lumberry, so it means it's not gonna wake up. It's gonna hit really hard, isn't it? Okay, no, it's fine. We're resistant. It would have hit really hard on the next turn. Turn 4 and 5 and rollout are stupid strong. And now, do we start hitting with Magnitude? It knows. I think we just had a gamble on Magnitude. So magnitude, it's like Earthquake, but its damage is randomized. It chooses a number between, I think, 5 and 10, and then damage is based on that. So we just got 7, which is the average, so it did very little. Oh, it woke up turn 1. Are you kidding me? Okay, it's going to start stomping me now, because that's the best move it has. Oh, we got magnitude 10. Oh, thank God. Please do a lot. Oh, yes. Okay, she doesn't have her super... Does she have a potion still? She might. And it used Attract. I'm in love with it. Oh, Whitney, always such a pain. I love this fight, but it's always so stressful. Magnitude 8. That's good. That might be killed. That might kill. Nope, not quite. Please do not use Milk Drink. Oh, she had a super potion. Don't fall in love, please. Okay. Oh, magnitude 6. That's gonna barely scratch it. We really are just gambling right now on this. Thankfully, it's not using stomp rollout. I flinched. Oh, Stomp can flinch. I was wondering what the benefit of Stomp was over Body Press, because Body Slam. Because Body Slam has a chance of paralysis. I guess Stomp has flinch on it. I never realized because I usually use a Pokemon that's faster than Miltank. Oh man, between the flinch and the attract, my chances of hitting are not very high. Plus the magnitude. I might actually have to swap off of Ball if we take too much damage. Yeah, we have like 2 more hits in us before we have to swap. In fact, we should swap right now because of the chance of crit, but we're going to do it again anyways. We do have Sand Slash as a backup. Not Sandshrew as a backup. Oh, we flinched. Okay, we just swap. Nom, you're coming out. Now, thankfully, Nom is faster, so we have a chance to flinch now. Instead of them. Oh! Crit turn 1! What do we do? Yes, yes. Bald moves faster than Miltank. This is a fact. We know this. Bald also has Sleep Powder. We need to gamble on Bald. Come on out, buddy. Don't die in 1 turn. Oh, it's so close. What are the odds of Sleep Powder? What are the odds? What are the odds? 75, which means it's actually 70. Oh boy. I love gambling. I love gambling. I love gambling. Sleep Powder, go. Oh, it's faster than me? What? Bald is dead. I did not think it would be faster than Bald was. Bald is a fast Pokemon. What is your speed? 22. It outsped 22. It did not outspeed 29 though. Yep. We need to go get that Paris on our team now. Male might outspeed. They might outspeed. Is there a reason why we would want them? Hyper Fang has a chance to flinch. That would be good. That would be good. Headbutt also has a chance to flinch and has 100 accuracy. Male, I'm hoping that you don't die. If you die, this is going to be catastrophic. I love gambling. We're going to hit Hyper Fang. I love gambling. It's faster than me still. Oh my god. It's faster than me still. Please, please. Hit through the love. Hit through the love. You don't love Miltank. Oh, you're in love. Oh. I love gambling. Oh, it hurts so bad. And we flinched. Molly has failed us. What do we do? Hold on. I need to lean back for a moment. What is Molly's speed? What did you just outspeed? A speed of 30 got outsped. That is the highest speed we have on the team. Nothing on the team outspeeds this Miltank? which means whatever we send in has to be able to tank a hit. The only thing we have that can tank a hit is Omelet. No, we're not screwed. We have a way out. We have a single way out, and that is Omelet. Omelet can save us. The issue is that we need to make a sacrifice in order for that to work. I would rather sacrifice Ball because we have Sand Shrew in the box. So we sacrifice Ball, which gives us a free switch into Omelet. Omelet survives a move. Ball lived a move. I wish I knew. Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew you could do that. Oh. That might have been the play. That might have been the play. But now we get a free swap in the Omelet. Omelet can probably survive a move. And we use Yawn again. Please do not attract me. Please, please, Omelet, hit through the love. Hit through the love. Hit through the love. Hit through the love. No! No! Do it again. Please. Hit through the love. Hit through the love. Hit through the love. Oh! It worked. Okay, we have a victory condition. Our victory condition is we must choose someone to sacrifice. Someone that is not Omelet. Actually, hold on. What is the highest DPS we have available to us? You have 20 special attack on 80 power move. That is good. You have an 80, also 80 power move, but it has stab, so it's actually 120. And you have 26 attack. Molly does more damage than Omelet does. No, because Miltank is physically bulky, not specially bulky. So Omelet probably does more still. Bulbo has 28 attack on a 40 power move. That's not good. And Nom, we know Nom. Omelet has the highest DPS out of everyone on the team. So Omelet needs to live this next turn, which means we need to sacrifice someone else. Male has our HMs. If Male dies, who do we put the HMs on? Who do we put them on? Because Surf was always going to go on someone else. Fly was always going to go on someone else, which means we need a Pokemon that can have Rock Smash, Headbutt, and Cut on it. Which means that Pokemon is going to become useless in combat. Actually, hold on. Oh, no. No. I really don't want to give... I think it might be time for a Bulbo to go. I think it might be time for the Bulbo to go. When's the next time we find an electric type? I don't know. The next route is where we're going to get a psychic or a poison type. We know this. We know this. I mean, we could, in theory, get a 1% chance for a Yanma. But I don't know when the next time we get an electric type is. I think there's probably a Magnemite somewhere. That's probably the next time. I'm sorry, Bulbo. But you also have a chance. You have a chance to paralyze them on your way out. Oh, Bulbo, you're going away. Yeah. Goodbye, Bulbo. Oh, I love you. It's fine. It fell asleep. Okay, it fell asleep. Which means Omelet can now actually... I know. This is a massacre. This is why Whitney is known for ending runs. Because of this stupid Miltank. We just need to land 1 or 2 extra sensories without the Miltank waking up. If the Miltank did not wake up on turn 1, we would have been fine. Oh my god. It did so little. It woke up turn 1! I think we just lost, guys. I think we just lost. Molly knows Quick Attack. So we're not done for. Wait, no, I think we forgot Quick Attack. We did. Yeah, it's gonna go for the kill. Yeah. There's a chance. I've been counting stomps, but there's a chance they ran out of stomps, I guess. Kind of, maybe. I'm coping. We've lost, I think. Ah. Ah. The run's over. We lost. Yep. There goes the team. Whole thing gone. Oh, man. That is very unfortunate. Yep, all our badges gone. Team gone. Man. 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 That's fine, though. That's fine. Here. Where's the screen at? Well, what happens now is we try again. We try again from the beginning. We try again. But for now, we've about reached the end of stream. Technically, it's a few minutes earlier than usual, but I'm not going to run through the tutorial after what has happened. I need some time. Oh, man. Oh, I know. I misplayed. That was entirely my own fault. There were so many things in that battle I could have done better. That's the end of our first attempt of the Nuzlocke. Don't worry. We're not done with it by any means. Not even close. We are going to keep trying to run this over and over until eventually we win. Because, you know, eventually we will. Because, you know, the early game in this particular entry of the series is quite rough. It's known for being very rough. Like, you know, that mill tank. Oh. Yeah, I won't lie. It is slightly upsetting, though. It's fine, though. It's fine. We will try once more. Not next stream. Next stream we're doing is Terraria. We're alternating back and forth. Well, that being said, thank you all for tuning in. This has been Seek the Scuffed. And I am signing off. I will raid you all into someone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Actually, is there anyone playing Pokemon right now? Oh, there is. I don't want to raid you into someone that's shiny hunting, though. So we'll just end. Goodbye. I will see. Yeah, all the good names are gone. What I think of new names. What I think of new names. I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. I have an appointment, so maybe not tomorrow, but at least the day after for certain. Bye bye.